God.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. We're all going to die.
Bye, guys.
Good luck. I just want to wish you all the best.
You can see the malice in his eyes.
It's been a pleasure. Yeah, short and sweet.
We are about to die. Salute you. Hello, lovely you LARP watchers, and welcome back to our fantastical, happy, fun time D&D stream. It's definitely not horror. Welcome back to episode 3. Before we get going, we've got a lovely announcement to make. A friend of mine, Dom, who runs a store called Critit, has decided to have a bit of a collaboration with us and given us some very pretty dice. So he does some dice called The Spirit Of, and they've, I think, just finished their second Kickstarter, and they've got another Kickstarter coming up. Where they do lots of different dice based on different animals and different spirits. His next one, is for me, and it's Spirit of Monsters. So I shall need a Elder Red Dragon. It's a greater Elder Red Dragon. He also does DM screens, where he's going to look about making us a custom one, which would be fantastic. So check out his stuff. We'll put a link somewhere underneath. But let's get going. So, you find yourself still in Barovia, this land of mist and rain, a land where the people seem to have lost all hope, all compassion, and some of them, the very essence, their souls that make them them. These kind of husk, soulless people, or drabs, don't wear any colours and just kind of keep themselves to themselves, fearful of everything. You've run into a couple of them. But you've also run into some would-be allies, some people who have travelled with you. Would anyone be able to give me the name of the family you currently travel with? It is a brother and sister.
Yeah.
My notes are a mess.
I haven't been making notes.
It's like a little quiz at the start.
I want to say Ismark, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, Ismark is the son.
Ireena.
Yeah, perfect.
And Ismark is the Burgermeister, but I forgot their family name.
I feel like I've written it down. No, I haven't written it down. That's
You have a letter from them. There we go. There they are.
Indirovich. Is that right?
Excellent. Good enough for me.
No.
So you arrived in the village and discovered the Burgermeister had sent out a scout to plea for help. Unfortunately, he'd been ravaged by wolves. You found the letter from the Burgermeister and quickly made your way to the village, only to discover you were too late. And the Burgermeister, his heart had given way to the true horror that wanted his daughter. His flesh and blood, Ireena. She'd been bitten twice already by someone he described as the Devil Strahd. You agreed to help her, to get her out, but first she wanted to bury her father. You met a priest, someone who you hoped would be an ally, but unfortunately was too far gone. Defeated by Strahd, his son turned into a spawn and sent back to torment him. You killed his son. A little bit too easily. I need to see those dice, please. And were able to bury the previous Burgermeister. Unfortunately, the evening after burying him, you saw the Devil Strahd. As he resurrected the priest, warned him never to take what is his again, otherwise he will have his attention. And one of you lost something very close to you.
My shadow. My poor shadow.
Don't poke vampires then.
You quickly departed at first light the village, trying to get out. You can see up on the mountainside, what is Castle Ravenloft, in the far, far distance, as you now travelled out along the path heading towards the river, where you ran into 2 children outside of a house. They introduced themselves as Rose and Fawn Durst. The warlock, for some reason, seemed very interested once he found out what their names were, and you agreed to help them with their plight. Find their youngest brother, destroy the monster in the basement. But as you've started to investigate the house, all is not well. From small things to larger things. But there were no immediate threats to you until a suit of armour came to life.
Sorry.
Luckily, your brave paladin was able to fall down the stairs and almost get squashed by your dragonborn cleric. You're able to find the spirit of the maid, the children's nanny, where you pretended to be its Mr. Durst. Her love, her lust for him shone through. And in the mirror in that room, Jackal saw a switch on the wall that he hadn't seen. As he pressed the switch and it opened a secret entrance.
Oh boy.
Up some stairs to the attic. As you quickly ran up to find a couple of spare rooms, but a locked door. And in the room, 2 children's beds. And that's where we'll start.
Remind me, were there bodies in the bed? Weren't there 2 skeletons in the bed? Cool.
As you take the moment to peer, your heart pleased in with you, do not let me see children's bodies here. You can see them, not in separate beds, but together.
Oh.
The bed with the small name tag on it that says Rose is empty. And the one which says Fawn has both of them.
Was Thorn the
2.
elder?
Yes.
Fawn was a boy.
No. They were sisters.
Were they?
Yeah.
No, there was a
No,
boy and a girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah, boy
No.
and a girl.
Dang. I've been imagining there were 2 girls the entire time.
What's the difference? They're like,
they're
like
humans, full
they're little
humans.
humans.
They were both very small and both quite asexual. There was not a brother
Well, they
and
were all
sister.
wrapped up in
They
like
were
hats and scarves
completely
as well.
wrapped up,
Yeah.
and it was just heads. So
And Thorn, I mean,
if you were to
that's
guess,
a gender-neutral name.
they didn't actually say. I don't believe they said if they were boys or girls.
No.
I may have dropped it.
I think
Oh,
you
I think
said
the
she.
baby's the son.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
little
baby's
brother,
son.
There
wasn't
was
it?
a younger brother. It wasn't said for the other 2.
We just do the doctor thing. That's my son.
As you look, you can see the unfortunate masses in the bed. As you let your gaze drift around the room slightly, you can see a couple of throwaway toys, a few books, the classic children books, and in the corner, quite an ornate doll's house. It's very similar to the house you're currently in. Very similar.
Does it have an attic room in
It
it?
does indeed.
What is in it? I'll go
You
over
see-
and have a look.
As you take a closer look, as you walk over, you can feel the creak of these floorboards. Not used to someone of your bulk.
I mean, that's rude.
You get there and you can see, starting from the bottom, you can see a very small wooden dwarf currently residing near the front door.
Wait, where's our dwarf?
Oh
I
god.
think he was hiding by the front door.
I don't like this.
Dang.
As you look up through the other levels, there seems to be a ball. Lots of well-dressed small pieces in the front side of the house on the second floor. Sorry, the first floor, if we're English. And as you continue looking up, you finally get to the top floor. What's everyone else doing? Is everyone looking at the doll's house?
I'm going to be having a look. Is there a way of discerning how the kids died?
Yeah, you want to go and
can
have
I
a
use
look over?
survival to have a
Yep.
look at how they might have died? 16.
They're old. From looking at their bodies, you can't see any damage. There doesn't seem to be any breaks or fractures or anything like that.
Roughly how long? They're skeletons, but like, are they completely stripped off? So we're talking they've been there for years.
Long time.
Cool.
Long time. Everyone else?
Dollhouse.
Who's dollhouse?
I'll pray over the kids.
Pardon?
I'll pray over
Yeah,
the kids.
you're saying a
bodies.
prayer.
I'm going to go
over
back. I'm going to go to the doll's house.
I'm
as
looking
well.
at the empty bed.
Yeah, you go over to the empty bed. You go to the top. You can see the first one that catches your eyes, this beautifully hand-painted silver scales, beautiful figurine. Maybe so big.
Yeah.
Another one of an orc looking strong and proud. Similar symbols to yours. Very small.
Like that.
On the back of a wolf. As the wolf's piercing red eyes look out. See, just in the hat, black, of another one. And then a tiefling with its tail coiled round as it's held out one hand, as it's actually been painted with fire.
Are there any other people in
There are indeed two others. Two very small ones.
Okay.
Near the window. Behind you.
I'll look over.
I'm going to the
As you turn round, you see standing there the same two children who you saw outside, but this time not as solid, as they have an ethereal appearance to them as you can see out the window in the light, as I light the mist behind them. As the taller of the two. Yes. Pushes the smaller behind.
Hello, children. Did you enjoy the story that...
Friends
From the
of
book?
parents are not allowed in here. It is out of bounds.
bit late for that.
Your knowledge without rolling anything, they are both definitely ghosts.
Yeah. But potentially not the same.
Perhaps not.
Okay. Interesting.
When they were outside, you touched the children.
Yeah.
They were physical, and there was no translucence to them.
Can I try and touch these ones?
You're going to go towards them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's poking.
Yeah,
As your hand is getting closer, it kind of tingles for a second as the small child kind of looks down and then looks to you with an expression of pure horror.
My face is about the same.
Oh, okay. We'll do the light. So what you say is what you say.
I don't know. I'm guessing really hard to communicate with ghosts telepathically because they're dead. I was just thinking.
Yeah, you'd struggle.
Okay, so Red's gonna flip over. You're closest to them. Gonna ask. Can you ask them how they died, or if they know that? If
How
they
do you
know
do
what's
that
going
instant
on?
images? Give me
Images.
give me 3 images that you send across.
Death. So like dead body, children, and like sort of the prod that means question. Like a mental prod,
So
which
I've
sort
just
of
found
means.
this image of dead bodies just flashing
So the,
into my
so the skeletons, the ghosts, and then the question.
That's what you receive. Take of that what you will.
I'm going to give you a very strange look.
I feel like we need to give you like flashcards.
Yeah. You need to be a really quick artist.
Don't know what else you can do.
You have a familiar warmth push against your
Introducing
midriff
charades.
and legs as this wolf puts itself between you and these children, sort of flank on it, paws towards them as it starts to bear fangs.
Put a hand on it. And, like, sort of gently pull the fur on the back of its neck.
All it takes is a touch from you as its teeth drop down, but it keeps its position where it is. As the smaller of the children kind of pokes its head out. Doggy! As the taller Rose pushes the smaller fawn back.
Oh yeah, it was the other way around.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Was it? I forgot.
Yeah, no, it was. It was the boy. The boy was Rose, and Thorn was the little one.
I completely forgot. We've not played in ages.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Or am I?
Right. Red is now just gonna go skeleton. She's gonna point now. Just skeletons, ghosts. Just
The Rose again. I must insist. Friends of my parents are not allowed in this room. It's out of bounds.
We are the ones you asked to come in here.
As they kind of look around confused for a second.
You know what's going on in this room, right?
This is our bedroom.
Yes. And
Doggy.
I'm just going to sort of like gesture in the way of the point at the skeletons, like, I'm not good with kids.
Is there a way of, sorry, with the light on?
No, you're fine. Yeah, just say it.
How do we deal with like whispering with the light on?
Just
and
whisper and say I'm whispering to say.
I'm not good with kids.
Hey, Jekyll. Yeah, is there anything you can do about ghosts? Being a cleric. Like,
Okay. I walk up to them.
Yep.
Um,
Give me a knowledge religion from what you've seen so far. Anyone else who wants to give me a knowledge of some description? Do you think they may be able to?
you were not a good priest.
No.
I am the worst.
I got 3.
Okay, great. There goes.
Investigation check.
Yeah.
Because I've got proficiency in that.
With your background, Fisher.
So that would be a 17.
Oh, nice. You would definitely know of ghosts who do not know they are ghosts. 100%.
Were you not the children who told us to save your parents here? And you find your brother?
You're kind of taller. You must be mistaken, sir. She, or he, bows quite low.
How long have you been here?
Sometimes we have to stay up here for quite long. Depends how long Mr. and Mrs. Durst's friends are over for.
Is that your dollhouse?
Smaller one. Isn't it beautiful?
It's lovely. It's got lots of figures that look just like us.
She looks in surprise and kind of runs over to look at it.
Like through the wall.
It does. They must be new.
Has it done that before?
Sometimes my Mr. Durst and Mrs. Durst give us new ones.
Is that your mother and father's names, or? Yeah.
Gives her.
Can I ask a question? If I turn undead and that type of thing, does that actually like put them to rest, or is that like a horrible, like painful thing to it?
What about pleasant?
Not pleasant.
No. Okay. Your knowledge would be to put a ghost to rest. You often have to put the body to rest.
Okay.
That's without a roll.
Okay.
And you definitely know that as well.
Cool.
Turning it will more destroy it.
Yes. That's
and certain things like revenants can then come back. Certain things can't. Certain zombies and stuff like that, once you turn it, it's gone. Depends how powerful the link is and why they're there.
Okay. Looking at this dollhouse, is there basement to it.
There most definitely is. And as you investigate it, you can see a staircase that you hadn't seen before. A staircase that looks as if it's behind a false wall in this top level and goes straight the way down the house to the basement.
I look out to the window and look to the little one that's by the dollhouse. Isn't it time for your bed? It's time for your doll's bed. And I grab the little doll and I put it in the bed that says Rose. Where does the ghost go?
For the littlest one.
The littlest figure. So the
I'm the littlest figure.
Bedtime for you.
Because I'm guessing the dolls moved to where the dollhouse would be inside the dollhouse.
You're all kind of in that room.
Okay, so I take the smallest kid.
Yep.
And I the figure of, and I put it into the bed.
After saying, isn't it time for your bed?
Isn't it time for your bed?
Okay. It's bizarre.
Basically act that out like it's going to bed.
Yeah, okay, brilliant, love it. It's a bizarre sensation to touch it. You remember, tell me something from your childhood. And that's what you remember. Give me a memory from when you were maybe 5 or 6.
Oh God. Having my family dog basically nuzzle up to me in bed.
That kind of remembering this dog, and it just fills your mind for just 3 or 4 seconds, the joy of it happening. This dog kind of snuffling its wet nose, touching you. As you kind of move it, starts to walk over to the bed, and as it looks at the bed and sees what is in the other bed.
Oh, it's the empty bed that I'm sending.
But as it walks over and sees what is in the other bed, the smallest child lets out an ear-piercing scream, which I won't do.
Please.
Truly ear-piercing. And then just kind of stands there in shock as the Rose runs over. Anyone want to do anything?
Red is going to push the wolf in between the bed and the kids.
Yeah.
And just get him to sit down in front of the ghost children. Distraction.
As you kind of push it, she runs straight through as he for half a second, and then she sees it and screams as well. And they both kind of stand in pure shock as this kind of realization, and it's hitting them as they look down, see their bodies, look up to you, the smaller fawn. Begins to openly cry.
I walk over to the smaller bed, sit on it by the children. Like I said, it is time for you two to rest. Now cuddle one another and go to sleep.
They stop for a second. Look at you with realization of what's happened. One second, let me just grab the name. You must save Walter.
Your little brother, we will.
It's not safe. It's not safe down there.
Why isn't it safe?
Looks over to Fawn, and Rose looks back to you. I've been. A long time ago now, I've been. My parents they're bad friends. Mr. Durst and Mrs. Durst, we hear chanting. It comes from the basement. I tell Fawn it'll be okay, but it's not okay, is it? It's not okay.
You don't need to worry now. You just need to be with one another in the next life. Do you have a book that your father normally reads to you before you go to bed?
Mr. Durst didn't like to read to us. Sometimes the nanny would.
And which book?
Where is Nanny?
Eating.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
That's what you said. You said go get dinner.
Go get dinner.
She's getting dinner.
Fatherly trying to say which book is it that she used to read to you?
They point to one as Fawn kind of looks out of the shock. I like the scary stories.
I can read you the scary one if you want.
He said it's the smallest one.
So the one that said they like the scary one.
Yeah. She kind of looks over to you. She puts her hand up to hold yours.
I take it.
Yep. She's trying to enter you. You have the choice to resist her. So she's trying to possess you.
I know.
The ghost really like you today.
You don't want to go in there, child.
It's your choice whether you resist or not.
That's what I say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She's
basically-
pushing. She's
I
pushing
intimidate.
for
I
it.
basically intimidate, so you don't want to go in there, child, in a very
Give me an intimidation roll.
fatherly voice. 17 plus 5.
Yeah,
So
she
Dad
immediately
voice activate.
backs away. Immediately. Yeah. She looks scared and looks round and holds her hand up towards you, Constance.
I'm going to pat her on the head.
Yeah, as you touch her, she's trying to possess you. You can feel it instantly as soon as you touch her.
No, thank you.
You're going to try and resist it?
Yeah, if possible.
Okay, yeah, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Dang, it would be bloody wisdom, wouldn't it? Bye, everyone.
It's been nice knowing you.
19.
Yeah,
plus 2.
you're
Plus 2.
able, you focus, you're training.
Do I add that to it?
Yeah, because
Okay.
you're a paladin.
Oh, it's one of my
one
saving
of
throws.
your saving throws.
You don't sense evil from her when she's trying to do it. Now she looks really lost and really confused.
Can I try an investigation check on why she's doing that?
Yeah, give me a roll.
11.
It's hard to
Wait,
tell if she knows what she's doing.
9, rather.
9.
Sorry, yeah, 9.
Yeah, no, it'd be the same. It's hard to know whether she's doing it on purpose or doing it by accident. You wouldn't be sure.
I'll grab the book and start reading it.
Yeah. You walk over. And she kind of gets into the wrong bed as Rose. I've been down to the basement before. I can show you. I can go with you.
You need a rest.
She puts her hand out to anyone who'll take it. Echo?
Okay, I'll take it.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
How do you take it? Reluctantly? Openly? What's going on in your mind?
I'm a bit nervous, but I want to help. Like it doesn't seem evil to me, so I want to.
Yeah.
Help if I can.
I'm going to guess you've never been possessed before.
Nope.
It hits you like a truck. Imagine someone with a flick book of memories and feelings and smells and emotions, and they just go, but all you can see is this flick book. All you can experience for 10 seconds is this, that the rest of the world does not exist. You are no longer in this room as it flicks in front of you at lightning speed. Certain things fill in your mind. The need to never cry. The need to put on a brave face. correct grammar, pronunciation. Stiff back, head up, elegance.
Never end well.
Head up. A book balanced on your head as you show perfect poise, and then chanting. Things banging in the night. The sound, the fear, the terror. The groans as they get closer and closer. The whole house shaking with the force of it. People knocking on your door at who knows what hour, but bolting it from the inside and hiding under the bed with your smaller sibling. As you then open your eyes. So she doesn't have control of you. Mm-hmm. She is inside your body and she can communicate directly with you.
Okay. That's
Not
weird.
comfortable, is it?
That's weird. It's not very
Red's just
comfortable.
there like,
Judging you.
As you bend and say that's weird, all you can hear is a very strict woman's voice. No, child, stand straight! As you reflex, as you see this guy, bang, perfect poise, straight up, chin up, looking proud, looking straight ahead. Useless child.
Do I recognize the voice? Was it a nanny we saw?
No, it's definitely not the nanny.
Someone else. Okay.
And then it passes and you can slouch or you can act however you like.
I'll keep straight. Brush myself up a bit.
Where's the other child ghost?
In bed. By itself in bed.
Asleep?
Lying there, kind of under the covers. It's hard to tell if it's asleep or pretending to be.
It's Rose that's inside my head?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll
project an image out of the hidden wall, see if we can find the hidden wall.
I don't.
find the staircase for the...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ask Rose. Rose, where is the way to get to your brother, your little brother?
She doesn't know. I'm sorry, I don't know. I went once when it was already open. I think it's outside.
Where is the...
It's on this level. It's here.
Where did you go when it was open?
Go outside.
Outside? Okay, I will follow her direction.
You notice the style of walking of Jakul has changed. It's become a aristocratical, if that's even a word. It should be if it isn't. Formal, powerful, the walk of someone in charge. You make your way outside and feel your eyes drawn towards a blank wall.
I'll hit it.
Yeah.
I'm going to get out my jar of griffin grease, which I have. It's a thing I have.
Who doesn't?
For bizarre reasons. It's just, have that. And with it, draw the sign of Tyr, which is just a warhammer, on the skull in the bed, in both skulls.
Okay.
In the hope that then when we inevitably torch this place, sorry, I just realised the light's on.
No, sorry, let me take it out.
We've got to burn this place. Then they will hopefully then be sort of cleansed rather than...
Definitely burning the room with all the wolf heads in it. Definitely burning that one.
For all of you members of Strike that you have left, Falden, if the piece is correct, he's still at the front door.
No problem.
And there is a room on the first floor that you have not gone into.
Right. And where's the basement in this?
Nothing burns.
Everyone give me a perception check. You can all have advantage.
What
on
check?
it.
Sorry, I missed that.
Advantage.
Perception. No need to roll.
Perception.
Be very quick.
23.
18.
12.
18.
Brilliant. From knowing where this is and being able to look around very quickly, you can see one panel that just doesn't seem right as you come over. It just flicks back.
Relatively easily?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And you can
I don't
see
need anyone to help me.
going down a tight spiral staircase made of cold, what's the word I'm looking for? Slabs of grey granite kind of rock. sits almost dead centre in the house.
Is there any light?
Yeah, is it dark?
Is it
Oh,
dark?
yeah, it's dark. It's dark.
Is there torches
On the walls?
on the walls?
I think we're thinking the same thing.
Yeah, there's old torches, but they're not lit at the moment.
Dark vision.
Precipitation, and I will light the torches.
Yeah, with a flick of a
Flick
finger,
of a finger.
Just
Doof.
they just...
Instantly lighting stuff out a torch or a small campfire. So yeah.
You say your incarnation as they light going down. You
I
can see this tight spiral does look as if it goes... It's on the western wall, but towards the sort of centre of the building. And it looks as if it's going to go right the way down.
how far down does it look like it's going?
It's hard to tell because it is a very tight spiral.
After you, I know how much you like staircases.
I'll go at the front.
All right.
Seems like fun.
So what order are you going in?
I'll go.
I'm happy to go first.
I'll go somewhere in the middle.
I'll go second then.
I'll go third.
I'm only little.
I'm going last.
Again?
Yep.
So who was first, sorry?
Me.
Second? Third?
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No, you go
Fourth.
third. Or one of
Fifth?
Yeah, I'm only little.
Okay, you go in the middle.
us. Where's your wolf?
He's there. He's probably
Yeah,
right. In fact, so
he'd
it's
be-
probably me then the wolf.
Yeah, the wolf will go in front of you.
Oh, right, so wolf than me.
You start making your way down. This is, think, castle defence, tight spiral. As you make your way down 1 floor, 2,
Is there a
3,
handrail?
4.
No.
There are the posts where a coarse rope could have been used, but it is long disintegrated.
Health and safety. Don't count
So
for nothing here.
Clinging to
No.
walls.
None of us have 60 metres of rope just casually on them.
Might do. I've got rope. Somewhere.
Pan flutes if you want music.
I'll ask Rose what to expect down here.
Trouble.
What, 50 foot of rope?
What is the room like?
It's big.
One big room?
No.
Multiple rooms?
Yes. I didn't go far. I was caught and then never allowed again.
So you weren't. Oh, wait. This is in his head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not in this.
I'll repeat it
We
out
can
to you
hear.
guys.
Can we hear what you
I'll
say in response?
Yeah, I'll whisper it out to you guys.
Okay.
She says there's multiple rooms.
Wouldn't that be shown on the doll's house anyway?
No, the basement wasn't.
Ah, okay.
You make your way down. You hit the ground floor. As you step over the threshold, going down further, as this twisting staircase makes its entrance down. The temperature in the air instantly changes. The hairs on the back of your neck go up as you feel cold. As you step over, please be careful. Please be careful, 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 please. Please be careful, please. Please be careful, please, please, please be careful, please. Please, please. Don't get caught, don't get caught, don't get caught. Don't let Mrs. or Mr. Durst see us, don't let them see us, please. Please don't let them see us.
I'll repeat that in a mutter to myself.
You step out. Would you like someone to keep your map?
Oh, my days. Okay.
Is it really, really dark?
Yes, it's pretty dark.
Okay.
Are you
I've got some
gripping?
grid paper.
I will, yeah,
Yep,
you go,
I've been
yeah.
nice and giving you even some grid.
Do you want to do it?
You can do it if you want,
Don't mind.
by all means.
I would like to cast Divine Sense, if possible, once we get to the lower level.
Yep, so if you can see, you focus. No.
Yeah, and as an action, opening my senses to detect evil forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover.
No.
And you know the type of any being you sense, but not the identity.
No, unfortunately not. At the moment.
Dang.
Okay. So you probably want to start towards the central mid, a little bit up. So a little bit higher.
A little bit higher
Out
in the
there.
centre.
Yeah, that's probably a good place. If you're watching at home, feel free to join along. Make your own map. See how it compares.
Here's one that I made earlier.
I will give. There is a bonus for how accurate your map looks like my map.
Okay.
So
are we
good luck.
coming in from the right or the left as we come down? or-
You're coming down the stairs and you are going towards the east.
East side.
Is this a case of if we get like a total party kill down here, then if the maps are really good, it was all a dream. It was all a dream.
If you wake up with some crazy travellers. You're definitely underground. There's no natural light in here.
I'm going to cast Produce Flames.
Yeah. Has anyone got lights?
I've got dark
Any
vision.
torches on the walls or anything?
I'll cast
Dark
light
vision-
on
this will be
this.
pitch without lights.
Okay, and I'll just deviate some flame
Yeah.
in that case.
Have you got the light spell or there
Light
are torches?
on my mace.
Yeah, you cast light on your mace. So between you, you've got reasonable torch
I've got
lit.
my hands empty. Sweet.
Yep, so you're at torchlight. So if you think what that's like at a LARP event or something along those, it's not super bright. There's lots of shadows being cast by things.
Apart from you.
Yeah, my shadows.
Any
is
wall
stuck with us.
yeah.
we can see or no?
Some things are cast in shadows. You make your way out of the spiral staircase, and you've got maybe 15 foot of corridor in front of you. And then from here, you can see it clearly goes north and south.
So 15
Maybe
can
do
go-
like a square is like 5 foot.
You can do whatever system you want for it.
So 15 foot in front of us?
Straight in front.
Yeah.
You've got from
Okay.
where you've come, going east.
Usually squares 5
You
foot.
can, in all of the corridors, I'm going to let you fight side by side, is a squidge. If you're fighting side by side, not that there is any fighting, of course.
Of course not.
That's a squidge. If you're fighting solo, people can lob stuff from behind.
Oh, the spear, so it's fine.
Yep.
So how far up and down does it go?
Like
As you
Don't
get
know
to
that.
the end, who's going first?
I'm
That
at the
would
front,
be-
aren't I?
You're at the front.
Yeah. With my flame.
It goes maybe 20 foot north and 25 foot south, which then opens into a room. Coming out 10 foot to the north of you, going east is another corridor, and 15 foot to the south of you are 2 other corridors coming off. So the one to the north only goes east, and the one to the south goes east and west.
And straight on would be a room.
And so the one just north and going straight south then opens into a room that you can see.
Do I see the walls at the north and south or no?
And then
Can we see at the walls or is that
then
how far we can see?
after going as far north as you can, the corridor goes to the west.
As far north, how far can we see
To the south, to the room,
to the north?
you only 20 foot.
And you see it turns off east.
And then it turns, there's a door, a room before you get that far going east.
Yep.
And right at the very top, you can see the corridor goes around to the west.
Okay.
So these are all quite thin corridors at the moment. All of you can hear a deep, low, murmuring chant. It's hard to say the language, but there's one thing that is definitely clear. This is not the sort of the chant you have heard in church. This is a deep, angry, literal, vile, evil chant.
Is it abyssal?
Language you can't tell at the moment. It's too messed up by the echoes coming round.
Right.
Voice-wise,
Left or right?
Right.
We see a wall at either direction, or is it just we can't see that far?
so going north, there is
There's
a wall,
Okay.
and going south, when the room opens up, you can't see.
Okay. Let's
That's a
go
good map.
north then.
We're going to go north.
As you
Okay, nothing here.
go to enter, as he puts his whole body weight and starts marching you backwards up the stairs. Yeah. And he ain't stopping. He is just march. As soon as you enter, and the sound of the chanting, teeth come up, ears go flat back about the head, straight back, and he starts just pushing you out of there.
Yeah.
See you later.
So anyone behind who's coming down,
You're right behind. You're right behind.
Yep, you're getting physically pushed back by
He's
the
a
wolf.
big wolf
And he's
as well.
a big wolf. You physically, he is just forcing you out.
I'm like that big. He's like that.
You and me then, I guess.
Dang.
And you get the image of death. In
Kind of figured that, yeah.
Lots of different ways. Just
Lots of
animals
different-
dead and decaying, people dead and decaying, animal dead and decaying, hunters with animals caught in traps, dead and decaying.
She's gonna put that back to these guys as well. That there's nasty shit down there.
As he continues to push you away.
She's gonna like frantically be like, stop.
Yep, he doesn't.
Help.
Shit.
Stood at the bottom of the
I'll try
stairs.
and, was I behind you or in front?
You're behind
So I
me.
mean, I will try and stop him.
Yep, between he's pushing you upstairs. You're able, without a roll, you stop him as he stops, turns his face around towards you and flashes you the pearly whites.
Flashing back. That was
Smile.
Flashing back.
All you keep getting is flee, running in forests, getting out of here, anything, anywhere but here.
Yeah.
Anyone want to vote burning this place down?
Okay.
Those in front, what do you do?
Do we really need to be here? We could just, light a torch, walk away.
Fire doesn't kill everything.
I'm going to grab Hestia by the shoulder so she doesn't wander off too much while everybody else is back up.
Red is gonna prod brains as a question. Like the picture of this place, question. Why are we here?
How do we send? Do we tell you, or do we send him?
She can understand.
Yeah, so she knew one at a time.
She can hear.
You
She
could-
can understand spoken words. She just can't speak it.
What happens here will expand outwards and destroy the forest.
Save Walter, please save him, please. But don't let them see you, please. Don't let them see us. We don't want to be in trouble.
He's supposed to help Walter as well, somehow.
Can we work out the direction the chanting is coming from, or is it just all
Hello,
assuming?
survival.
Yep.
I can listen to that. 7.
Nice.
No, you can do it without rolling. Southwest.
Yeah? Okay.
Southwest.
South.
So it's coming from this.
Over there.
Over. Put a little star on the map.
Potentially the big room.
But let's not go southwest then.
That's-
But let's get
Maybe we should
where
go
we moving.
southwest.
Where are we moving this wall?
We're going to go...
You'd need
Can we
some
get
kind
past
of
it, what?
diplomacy, some kind of what you're going to say
Animal
to him to
control,
make
is
you
there?
animal
Handling.
handling.
I've got animal handling and
Yeah.
I've got communicate with animals.
Give me animal handling, and what are you trying to communicate to him?
Communicating basically what Gabriel said of it's gonna just grow outwards, it's gonna destroy the forests.
Okay.
9, 10, 14.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah?
That's something he's going to respect.
Yeah. It's like, it's just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. The death will come to the forests.
He is constantly, unless I say otherwise, in the same location as you.
There, okay.
Yep, constantly.
Cool.
So
And now we can start walking down the
yep,
stairs.
he'll
She's gonna
reluctantly
keep a hand always on him.
Yeah. His head is jumping from side to side. You can see his nose constantly sniffing the air, tongue out, ears up and looking. He's listening.
I suggest we start up north and work our way down.
Yeah. If we disturb the chanting, then we will reveal ourselves.
So you come out, take a right, check that first room on the right.
So which way are you going,
Come out.
north or south?
Come out north and check
North.
So we're going left as we come
Yep.
up the stairs.
Yes.
First room on the right.
Yep, you make your way north. You don't go too far, 10 foot, and you can see the corridor stops 10 foot in front of you and goes round to the left, but also to the right you can see opens up, and you've got another small corridor that then goes into 2 crypts.
How big are the
Of course.
crypts?
15 foot long.
Okay. So it expands like to the north and to the south.
Constantly going east.
Okay.
So if you think the corridor kind of comes out like this,
Yep.
and then stops, and then 1 crypt here, 1 crypt here.
Okay.
Which way do you go?
Let's go look at some trips. I'm going to look at some crypts.
You run over to look to them. The one to the north, the seal to it lies to the side. You're talking like sarcophagi on the floor, and it is empty. The
Get my
one to the
D8
south,
ready.
again, leans against the wall, and it's empty as you look in. This one has got an etching on it, and it says Walter Durst.
I found water.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I haven't found water. That's sort of the problem. But water's missing from...
And they're empty.
They're both empty.
And what was the name on the other one?
No name.
No name. Right.
Walter in the north or the south?
Southern. That's it. Then just both dead ends after that.
Do they look used?
No.
They look brand spanking new.
Aged, but they're not weathered, yes.
Yeah.
They dead ends.
Mhm.
They're dead
Yeah,
ends
they're dead
inside.
Yeah. Nothing past them.
Alright, cool.
Can I have a little
Back
like...
out north and follow it north, I guess.
So can we just have a look that we've not missed anything? Have we got everything there is to see about these?
Are you going to ask if there's stuff you can nick from the crypt?
Kind of, yeah, that was where I was going.
Wait, do we know
That might be an ornate one.
Mr. Durst's first name?
I don't
Walter?
know.
I hope it's not Fred.
Gustav.
No.
Gustav.
Pardon?
Okay, so
Gustav?
Yeah.
the child wasn't named after him,
Have a
and
chocolate,
therefore
have a
that is
chocolate.
Walter.
You
rather
can have a
than-
chocolate. I didn't think I'd given you that one. No, it must have been on the painting, I think.
Yeah, I think it was on the painting.
Well, that is
Well
a chocolate well earned. Well done. You keep better notes than me. Which way do you go?
Back
north?
out and then go north. And then
Northwest.
There's an uneasiness to being down here.
Of course
I'm
there
guessing
is.
there's not much chat between you as you walk. Are you trying to be stealthy or not?
Quiet.
Oh, yeah, stealthy.
Everyone give me a stealth check. And we'll see how
God.
good you're doing.
Oh, God.
Come on.
22! I'm so tiny.
16.
9.
Okay, thank you.
That makes
I
sense.
like how me and you so low.
You're supposed to be relatively stealthy. What did you get?
I am.
16.
Oh, you
got plus two.
pretty,
I've got
pretty good.
minus one.
So almost the biggest and almost the smallest.
It's the
are making
child in my head. The child is...
Okay, what do you
I'm going
do?
to be a thief.
We're
going
going northwest.
Northwest.
You're very aware of every footstep you take down here as you hear the crunch.
It's being drowned out by the evil giant though, isn't it?
Sorry, there's a crunch.
As you're kind of taking steps. As
Are we talking gravelly crunch or are we talking...
Some of you are in metal boots.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant there was something on the floor that was making
no.
a crunch.
Cocoa Pops.
Cocoa Pops. Totally Cocoa
It's
Pops.
kind of, think big paving slab kind of territory is what we're in.
Very dusty.
Not hugely.
We're just like, well,
Hugely.
travelled.
No, not well travelled either.
I'm going to have a hand slightly in front of the flame to just dim it out slightly.
Yeah. Which way do you go, north or south?
Going north.
Northwest.
As you get to the corner, you can see it goes about 20 foot straight and then opens up into a large room.
Oh boy, I love large rooms.
How big is the large room? Looking quite big? Or 20 feet square?
So it's 20 foot by 20 foot,
Just pass me my coat.
and then underneath
Sorry,
that...
my phone's going off and I'm ruining everything.
Oh, sorry, no, you're fine. You've got another room which is a similar-ish shape, but offset by 5 foot, and then
To the south?
to the west. So you've got kind of like a 20-foot square where you'd be coming in the middle of it, and then offset by 5 foot, coming down 25 foot, 20 foot going down, but the same kind of width. If that makes sense.
Okay.
As you enter, you can see a wooden table in the centre here. 4 chairs around it. To the south, within this room... Oh, so there's another exit coming out to the west.
To the west? In the middle? Or
Just
Directly.
5 foot below where you guys came in.
Either time to get
is
this
it a
map
door or
first.
no?
No doors here. To the west, you can see broken into smaller rooms, 4 kind of cot-style beds. So to the north of this room, you've got a table and chairs with 4 chairs. To the south, excuse me, 4 beds, all long deserted.
Is there anything on the table?
Mouldy, pardon?
Is there anything on the table?
Empty, tidied empty.
Have a look about.
Yeah.
How dusty is it? Is it like?
Again, not hugely. They're kind of these cot beds with a straw semi-mattress, long, kind of rotten. The sort of smell hits you, but it's not overly dusty. There's no breeze. There's nothing coming through here. It is just stale. As you walk from one area to the next, there's just not if there is something like this in here, it's not really kind of spreading.
Did you say there was an exit south?
To the west.
West.
Sorry. So if this is the room, and you guys came in here, the exit is here. Okay. So a little bit to the south, but to the west.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, that way.
You head that way?
Yeah, sure, why not?
You go maybe 15 foot, and then it turns to the south. Maybe 15 foot, and then opens up into a large room. Like, you're coming in from the northeastmost corner of it, and it's a big 40 foot by 40 foot room.
We run out.
We have a problem.
Oh, sorry. It doesn't go any further that way, so you're okay. In this room, is a large well sat within the centre. This room has 5 beds in it, set around small alcoves in the edge of the room, 2 to the north, 2 to the south, and 1 to the far west. You can see a path coming out, going at the south corner, but it heads east out of the room.
Look into the well.
Yeah. You can see there is a rope and pulley here, which is still not completely dissolved, with this kind of chain rope coming down it, and a bucket seems to be at the bottom.
Link it up.
I cast light on a stone and knock it into the well.
Yeah. As you cast light, you hear the stone sails only
All right, Pippin.
for about a second, as the sound of it splashing into the water seems unnaturally loud. As you've all been walking around very, very quietly, you notice no one's really said anything. You've just been walking, looking.
What?
You can see it's maybe 30 foot deep, and there seems to be a metallic bucket at the bottom as the light slowly sinks into the clear water.
That's nice water. Good.
Can't burn it.
No.
What, the water?
No, the house above it, because it goes all the crap fall into the water underneath. You don't know where this water goes.
As you look round, you see the 5 beds here. Each one has got an iron-bound, small, rusted chest at the foot of each bed.
I'm going to look at the chests.
Yeah. Each one has a small padlock on. If you've got thieves' tools.
I do.
Yeah. Do you want to? There's 5 in total.
Yeah, well, let's try one and see what's in the first one.
Give me a roll.
What do you want?
Just a d20
Okay.
plus your proficiency bonus, please.
Plus 2. 18.
Yeah.
Nice.
You get them out without too much trouble. The mechanics seems still good. You open it up. Everyone would probably see you walk over and do it. You find a pouch made of a leathery material, one you're not used to seeing. At first, you can't really put your finger on what it is as you draw it out into the light. It's got 11 gold pieces and 60 silver pieces in it. So if you want to do a party funds or your personal funds, anyone give me a to try and work out what the pouch is made of? Feel free if you think you've got a skill.
I mean, the fact that you asked the question.
Would it be like insight?
Insight,
Got back.
knowledge,
But no, I got it
nature,
It is literally a
survival.
work
I'll give you lots of
Nature.
21.
17.
It's human skin for sure.
It's skin. Any particular kind of skin?
Human.
Oh boy.
That's
picture,
human.
picture of a person with no with
It goes
their
nicely
skin.
with your pasty.
I can accept it, right?
Yeah, it's and you can feel it now.
Is it got a nipple on it?
Yes.
Are you keeping the pouch? You put in the pouch back?
Is it a ball bag?
It's got like some hair on it.
No, it's just elbows bag. There's some person walking out with like no elbows, like 4 of them that they just stick together.
And then there's another one with like no nipple.
Well, I'm going to take the money and leave.
Yeah. Do you join the others?
Nipple bag.
I'm going to do the other 4 and then we'll
Yep.
split what we've had.
Well, I'll be nice. We'll just use the one roll.
Yay!
So you've worked out how the mechanics work on this. It's all the same lock 4 times. So quite quickly with your deft fingers, you go round and open them all. Are you sharing this as party loot or are you trying to pocket it?
I'm going to try and pocket some so
Okay.
that they think that there's less to go around.
The second one has 3 green gems. I'm going to tell you how much they're worth each. They are what's called moss agates.
Oh, pretty.
And they're worth 10 gold pieces each, and they are in a black folded cloth.
Is it for like nice normal cloth?
Normal
or
cloth.
Person cloth.
The next one
Probably from the person's clothing that they made the pouches of.
has got a black leather eye patch
I'm keeping that.
with a red gem in it, which is worth 50 gold pieces.
Put it on.
Literally going to put that one down.
The next one has an ivory hairbrush,
Ooh.
and that's worth 25 gold pieces. And the next one contains a silvered short sword,
Oh, that's useful.
worth an incredible 110 gold pieces.
Nice.
You're welcome, team. You're welcome.
So that is,
That silver is going to be very useful.
yeah.
Is it a silvered sword in that it's sort of a decorative one that
No, it's a silver.
it is a proper...
silvered sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone good with swords?
I got a
So
nice-
short sword
I'm
is
not bad
D6
with a
damage.
sword. Will
I do.
Will you
place my
be
dagger.
going up close
I
then?
do that, but I've got a spear at the minute.
Probably not.
Well, I think silver's going to be the most useful against these baddies.
Keep them on. You should keep it on you because you can use.
I don't think I can't sword. Can I sword?
It's a short sword. I think it's classed as finesse weapon, so you can use your dexterity bonus to it. I think a short sword is finesse, or is a rapier finesse?
Not sure. Write it down for now.
I've got it written down.
You'll
I mean, if someone wants to use it other than me,
I can use it.
I
I
will
think.
happly give that one.
But-
Anybody can use an item because it's not.
There's martial weapons. So out of all of you can all use a short sword.
because it's classed as a simple weapon.
Yeah.
But there's certain
If
keywords.
it was a finesse weapon,
Yeah.
that would be good.
The chanting
I'll hold it then.
seems to be getting louder from the direction you are travelling.
Well,
Right, we've
Oh
sort
yeah,
of
'cause
worked
we're
back
about
on
to link
ourselves.
into
Yeah.
the big
You can-
room.
Because I look very dashing with my eye
You can
patch and my
see
silver
the
sword.
corridor
That is important.
Yeah.
coming out of the south of this room goes straight across
To the east?
to the
You halved
east,
your perception though because of
and
the
it
iPad.
should
Should do.
link up.
you actually put it on.
So if this is the corridor you saw coming south,
Yes.
they should connect like this. So you need to
Well,
extend
like
that one south a
that.
little
That
bit.
one? Oh, that one.
Yeah.
The one
Yeah,
directly...
because that's the big room. So
Yeah.
I think we're now.
So it will hit that big room.
Yeah, so
Keeps
we're
Going,
bang
yeah,
on.
that's perfect.
yeah, bang on.
Look at that!
Such a good
Hooray.
idea.
You've not earned a chocolate yet.
Only Gustav will allow.
But about halfway down it, there is a corridor going to the south, and all of you would be able to tell the chanting is considerably louder coming from that direction.
So they're not in the big room. They're in a different room.
Maybe we should go look at the big room before we go to the chanty room.
Do we want to walk past that doorway or do we want to go all the way back on ourselves?
Is it a doorway or is it just no?
It's a corridor.
So corridor going to the south.
The chant is louder. They won't be able to hear us.
Oh no, I haven't got it
Shut
either.
It still sounds like it's a distance off,
Oh, there you go.
but it is definitely louder.
Yeah, walk straight
Okay, let's
past it.
walk past it.
I have invisibility, but
Eye
I
round
don't
the
have
corner. Be
Yeah,
careful with
you
it.
can see the corridor here goes 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 foot south.
that. Only gum Arabic? Yeah, only gum Arabic.
About 30 foot,
Why?
you can
they're
see
like intense
going to the
invisible.
east, another corridor coming off it.
30 foot down.
So about 30 foot going to the east, another corridor, yes.
How common is gum Arabic in these parts?
Is what?
I'm some gum Arabic away from turning us invisible.
Is that while we're there? Is there any moon seed or opalescent feldspar?
Blood.
You do have.
Different blood.
You've all got focuses, so you can cast most of these spells or all of these spells through your focus.
Oh,
It's only if it's got
material.
it's got material it needs. Yeah.
So you can use your focus to do that. Just let me know what the material is, and if it's something really expensive. So there's some spells that use like a gem worth 1,000 gold. Like continuous torch used to. I don't know if it still does.
And invisibility is just an
so you
eyelash.
can use your focus, so you'll be casting it through the focus, which isn't quite as cool as like getting out some ingredients and.
I can't do all of us.
Okay, which way do you go?
Into the big room.
To the big room.
To the window.
So we're just going to jump past the chanty corridor.
It's down there somewhere.
I'm not making any noise anyway. I'm not making
You make your way across. It opens into a rectangular room, maybe 50 foot across and 30 foot down. In the middle is a large dining room, sort of bench type thing. This room is quite messy. There's stuff on the floor. You can see a small alcove to the east side of it.
Directly opposite us.
It looks like directly opposite you. Some kind of a larder of some description. There's also, from the sort of centre of this room, a path going to the south, which looks like it will connect to the same level as the one coming out of the other corridor to the south.
Okay.
So we've only got to check the
Larder.
and the left, and if we take a left back to the stairs, you've got those two.
Yeah, there's two. Double back on ourselves first. Make sure we're not going to get ambushed from behind.
That's a good plan.
Are you checking out the larder?
I want to go.
We're going to
the larder.
go. Yeah.
I'm not bling enough yet.
Just watching this little tiefling just run off. What's the larder?
Right, sorry.
Covered in gems and jewels.
Is she wanting more pasties? So what is this?
She
Cast
can't
light
be-
on your tail and disintegrate all the lights. Go.
I'm great to have around.
As you enter, who's going first?
Me.
Give me a perception.
Here we go, team. 7.
Okay. You get in. You look into this. Where is everyone else in this room at the moment?
We're going towards the larder, or no?
That's
Yeah.
like
Almost
Oh,
still
we're gone into the big room now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I'll be very cautious looking around.
I'm gonna be. Me and the wolf are gonna be like sniffing around at the mess.
Yeah. Give me a perception, please. I'll roll one for your wolf.
13.
7.
13.
Pardon?
13.
Yeah. The others, what are you doing?
I'll follow them in. Perception, wasn't it?
Yeah.
11.
Okay.
I'm just kind of at that junction that will head north back to the stairs and kind of looking at all the entrances and exits.
Okay. Yep, you keep your eyes. Can everyone give me an initiative, please?
Oh. 6.
Ooh, that's a critical.
Yeah, I also got critical.
20.
This is why I've got the turtle
What?
dice.
Thank you, new dice.
Yeah,
So
Mr. Dragon.
we got 1, 2, 3 crits.
No, mine was 18 plus 2.
Oh right, okay.
Okay, so 20s?
20. I don't have any extra initiatives.
Okay.
I've forgotten. Oh, I've got 21. Sorry, 21. Because I have the +1.
How does initiative bonus come in?
It's dexterity.
Dexterity bonus.
John?
Okay, never mind.
I got 20.
Okay.
I really need a wee.
Go for it.
We're gonna pause before
Yeah.
combat.
Pause before
Yes.
combat.
Everyone,
What
please.
are the...
We'll have a quick break for a second.
Donuts!
Donut drop.
While we're pausing, what are the
Just leave the mics on.
stats
Okay.
on the sword?
Sword,
1d6.
1d6
Has
plus.
it got an attack bonus?
But it'd be plus. It depends if it's a finesse weapon or a strength weapon, because you'll get your normal attack bonus, which would be
Minus strength would be so either +0 or
Red, what was your initiative? Sorry.
But then
7.
It depends if it's a finesse weapon, because daggers are finesse weapons.
Oh, you get your level bonus as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be your level bonus of +3.
So damage.
Damage is 1d6 plus your proficiency bonus and your strength
Proficiency
bonus.
bonus. So that's +2 plus and strength.
I'm just going to put the wolf at the same time as you,
+2.
Sure.
because otherwise I'll forget.
1d6
You got the
+2.
player's handbook there, bud.
If it's silver, it'll do extra damage to undead things as well.
Okay. Oh, jeez, I'm fast. Sorry, guys.
I'm never quite sure how weapons work in this. That's why I just do magic.
Pardon?
Right. Oh, I'm going to have a donut.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
can I have a donut, please?
There's more in the
Yes,
box
please.
as well.
I would like a napkin.
Did you just leave it recording, Sander?
I can't decide if I want that one or that one.
Yeah, of course.
I want strawberry, that's for sure. Oh, I'll go for
Donut me up, please.
Which one would you like? There's more in the box.
Oh, no, random.
Well,
Pinky.
it depends if are we going to survive this? Maybe you might go on.
Yeah.
And maybe you don't deserve a donut. Or maybe we should give the DM 2 donuts. Right, where's the funnel? There it is. Yeah, I've got to try and work out where the...
So it doesn't squirt out
So it
over you.
doesn't squirt out again. I do love a donut.
Oh, short is actually a martial weapon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And
So can I use it?
it is a finesse weapon.
That's
so
right.
it pluses your dexterity.
So I don't think you can use it without big
hang
numbers.
on, let's have a look at
No,
what
I don't have
rogues
any weapon skills.
Can I use it? I don't know if I have martial.
I don't think you do.
are. Rogue.
So it'll be our warrior. And maybe.
They've changed it then.
You are a rogue, aren't you?
Sorceress.
Sorcerer. Oh, you may not be able to then.
No, I don't have any. I can use quick crossbows. That's
I'd
about
like
it.
some more tea,
And
please.
daggers.
I left my very cold.
Oh, no, yes. Oh, I'll get it.
I'll do it because I need to do it.
Sorcerer. Daggers, darts, slings, quartz darts, and light crossbows. Because you're not even proficient in the armour.
I think it's only Kitty who's proficient. I think you're only proficient in one chosen.
If you're martial, then you can do all the above.
Okay.
So a cleric, for example, is simple weapons. So they don't get them either.
I'm good. Thank you.
You're a druid, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
I'm alright, thank you. Druids, light armour, medium armour, non-metal, shields non-metal, clubs, daggers, darts, javelins, maces, quarterstaffs, scimitars, sickles, slings and spears. Fire is all weapon, all armour, shields,
So it's probably only our paladin.
Paladin.
Constance can have the fancy silver.
Paladin. The paladin is the only one that can use that silver short sword.
Jeez.
The important thing is I've got the eye patch, so.
We're a very spellcast heavy team. Can't you do it? Are you like an inquisitor or a sorcerer?
No, I'm a warlock,
I've got
so
a
I
present
can
for you.
use
To
simple
get the silver
weapons, all
sword,
simple
you're the
weapons,
only
and
person
light
who
armour.
can use it.
And I can
Yeah.
cast in light armour.
I give unto you the silver sword.
Classed a martial weapon.
And the rest of you not got martial?
No.
I'm a sorcerer.
Is it finesse or
It's
strength?
finesse as well.
So you have to use finesse or you can?
You can.
Yeah.
The thing about finesse is that you can choose whether or not you want to use your dexterity modifier.
Okay. So done. Okay.
Oh, I've got a long weekend this weekend.
Nice. Off on Friday?
Pardon?
Off on Friday or Monday?
Yeah.
Nice. So is this you throwing the sword over your shoulder at me?
Play first.
It's time to use it.
Well,
How to use it. You
the
can have
government
it.
survived the no confidence vote.
Yeah.
Oh, did
They
it?
survived.
By like
Did I?
15 votes or something. It was really close.
Let's have a look. Government retained support of 325 MPs, whereas 306 voted that they had no confidence. So it's like
16 votes.
tiny
8
margin. 8 people were like, hey, you know what? I hate poor people. Well, yeah.
Messy.
It's such a mess.
We won't have a breakfast though. Breakfast though.
Breakfast still.
A breakfast? We're not having breakfast? The Tories are cancelling breakfast. That's it, the Tories are like, look guys, we've got to make more cuts, no breakfast.
Does that mean
no deal
the thing is they need to
A
have
no deal breakfast.
Does that
No
mean it's either
bacon,
gonna
no
be
sausage.
deal or
They won't take it to. They won't take it back to the public either. Like they need to do something.
Well, because they know what will happen if they take it back
Haven't
to
they
the
got like
public. Something
49 days?
like that.
Pretty close.
but she has 2 days
49
to come up with a new deal.
Yeah,
And
which is
then-
49 days until the until Brexit.
Breakfast.
And if they do nothing, we're just going to leave without deal.
Yeah.
Which I can see
No
them
deal
doing because they're
breakfast.
not doing anything.
No breakfast.
No, what will
So now I'm
happen
really
is
want
that
breakfast food.
they're slamming a.
I'm really now feeling like breakfast McDonald's.
Breakfast no vote.
Pancake
Breakfast
fries.
no.
They're basically trying to do another vote.
Yeah.
No referendum.
The people's breakfast.
Oh, stop it! Now
That'd
I
be
really
so
want
much better.
breakfast stuff.
The thing is that if they did, I reckon it would still go the same way because
Yeah, it'd be
Fucking-
really close.
we as the British public would love to fuck over our government. So it'd be like,
Do you reckon if Wales and Scotland secede from the UK and Northern Ireland, that it will be a full English Brexit?
Full English Brexit, and then they'll be happy. They'll be like, "Oh, good. There's no like even like slightly
though, I
non-English
think-
people coming over."
thing in that case, I don't think it would actually pass because a lot of Wales voted.
Yeah, the dum-dums is what they
Or
are,
these.
Johnny.
Dum-dums.
My constituency are dum-dums because they received like one of the highest amounts of European aid and European like cash injections into any kind of local project, and they voted for Brexit. And then we're like, yeah, you're going to lose like £20 million worth of like help in the arts
Some
and
people like to see
keeping
the
major
world burn.
services
So-
viable. Nope. Dum-dums.
Right.
Here we go. Back into the room.
I don't even
Welcome
have a
Let's
back.
forget the frustration,
Ready?
go back to fantasy.
Let out the frustration.
Yeah.
Of
Fucking
things.
So,
So what's killing us?
a quick break.
Are we keeping in the Brexit discussion?
We should.
We're going to lose half our viewers.
Really, LARPers?
I'm just going to do a snap cut. Just going to be us all sitting here and then.
They were like Brexit talk.
Him holding a donut, like, yeah.
So, as you enter this kitchen and go into this pantry, the kind of smell of mould hits your lungs.
Delicious.
But there's another smell you can't quite put your finger on. You look around. You don't see anything worrying here. As your vision starts to look up.
What's up there?
About 6.5 foot long, snake-like but thicker, more centipede.
Thick snake.
But it's tentacles coming out the front portion towards the top of it as they spread, as it falls from the ceiling towards you, as these tentacles lash out.
Uh-oh.
As you can see in them, sort of behind them, as if it was a centipede, the kind of like body of the centipede, this kind of beaked mouth with eyes peer.
What is this? A
at you.
land octopus?
It's like a land octopus. Just
But
land
these kind of
octopus
four
then.
tentacles are only towards like the top end of it.
Okay.
And
That's
what
like
is your
land
armor
octopus.
class, please?
11.
As somehow you're just training this wildness that's in your blood, you jump backwards out of the way as it hits the floor, as its tail kind of coils round, as it lifts itself up off that, and these sort of tentacles with this beak in the centre, as it lets out this kind of almost parrot-like squawk. Hessia, somehow you react after it's missed you. You are 5 foot away from it. What do you do?
First of all,
So we're in combat time.
Where's the dramatic
I
background
shout
music?
to everybody else that there is like a snake centipede parrot.
Everyone looks over, you see it instantly, you hear the squawk, you see this thing stood there facing up
Will we have
against.
seen this before in the wilds?
Have you already thrown me the sword?
Yes.
Question.
Okay.
Doubtful.
Doubtful, okay.
What's your main spell against modifier? Is it dexterity? Just so I know.
What do you mean?
Like, when
Like
you cast
saving?
spells, is
Yeah.
it like they have to do a saving throw against dexterity?
It depends on the spell. It's often wisdom.
Wisdom,
usually.
usually.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Some of them are
So,
dexterity.
Hessia, what are you doing? So, tactic-wise, you can only give tactics that you would give in character.
Okay.
So try not to give out-of-character tactical choices, please.
I am.
That is the best tactic choice ever.
Kill it. I will be.
Because I don't like battle maps, I will use terminology such as this is close or next to you. So if you move away from it, it's going to attack you.
Okay.
If you want, you can hit it in close combat. If something is close, that means you can comfortably move to it and attack it. If something is far away, you can move to it and you'll be close. But you can also move to it and then it'll be in range of spells.
Okay. So I am going to witch bolt it, but I am invoking tides of chaos. You know I am.
Okay, so what does that involve?
So tides of chaos will give me advantage on the attack.
Okay.
But in terms of what it looks like, it is basically just like a whirling dervish of chaos. She's just like, she spins, there's sparks, it's just absolute chaos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So I get 2 chances. Come on. I mean, that's... I'm going to go for the first one. And I get a spell attack bonus of, that'll be 23.
That's a big hit. Give me some damage, please.
Hang on, witch bolt is 1d12. 12? Have I got the right one? Yes. No, I haven't. That's it. That's 12, isn't it?
What do you get?
2.
Nice. It feels it. Give me a D100, please. So that's the 2 D10s.
72.
72. As you jump out and focus for a second and then fuck it. Focus, smokus. You just let this wild magic take over you as you spin and dance and jump and twirl. Lash out with this witch bolt. As it strikes the creature, everything inside the room as if Magneto had just gone and jumps 20 foot towards you. The table tips on its side. All of you can feel your feet being pulled towards Hessia. Anything that was on the floor just...
What's that from?
Including
The wild magic surge.
the creature you faced.
Oh, now that's really close as well.
And Jakul, is you next, sir.
I'm next to it now, then.
You are indeed next to it.
Sorry, team, sorry.
It's a little bit... Everyone give me a dexterity save. You're probably big enough not to have to worry about it. You're probably big enough, so just the 2 littlies.
I can re-roll that. That was a 1.
Not me.
Dexterity, please. No, you're okay.
12.
18.
Yeah, you're okay.
12.
I'll give you -2 on your roll, as if it was in cover, because you're just a bit disorientated
Yeah,
rather than a
that's
full disadvantage. Jakul, what do you do, sir?
Well, I'm right next to it now.
You are indeed.
I think most things are right next to it now.
Oof. I will just smack it.
Give me a roll to hit, please.
Naughty.
Are you spanking it? Wait.
23.
Oh yeah, big hit. Easy. Give me some damage.
Okay. 9.
Oh, nice. What is your fighting style like? Is it trained? Is it
Shield.
refined? Simple?
Well, I'm trying to be elegant.
Yeah. So, like, striking poses between and then up to a nice...
Yeah.
One always wanting to have the best side forward, and always wanting to look cool rather than,
The
sharp.
aesthetic.
So, Constance, you definitely would have read the training manuals. They could have used this guy as a model. His technique is not perfect, but the kind of poses afterwards.
Is the light glistening off his scales?
Yeah, that kind of look. Gabriel.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
Nosh.
A beam of crackling energy.
So is it from hand?
Yeah.
Or pointing a sword and out the sword?
That's literally from hand.
Yep, give me a roll hit, please, sir.
And I'm on a +3 -2. +5 -2, so I'm on +3. I'm hitting on a 20.
Nice, yeah, give me some damage. You guys, for not being the most combat-heavy group.
1d10 force damage.
We're very bursty. I think we have a lot of burst.
Yeah, I need to get you some crappy dice.
We're 7 points of damage.
Nice damage, yeah.
And it's force damage.
It's hurting. It's hurting. 13, sorry. My turn.
Oh, no.
So everyone's next to it. It's going to go for the squishiest looking person. What is your armor class, please?
Me.
It's going to be close.
11.
It's got you.
Oh no.
I don't have a reaction.
Oh, I can do that as a bonus action. Shit.
That's cool.
Hex.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see, so it kind of riles back from these attacks you put against it as a tentacle whips up high. What weapon do you use?
If I have a weapon, crossbow, but
Okay, you've not got a weapon out.
Weapon that I'm
You kind of you bring your hand up to try and parry it away, and look proud of yourself as you do. But another hand or tentacle is whipped round your leg, pulls you towards it. Oh crap!
Goodbye, team.
As the tentacle hits you on the leg for 9 damage.
Oh, ouchie.
And pulls you towards it as the beak comes back, catches you perfectly on the neck. Take 13 points of damage.
Over and above the 9.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Oh dear.
As it does, all of you hear a sickening crunch as Hessia's lifeless corpse falls to the floor.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
So you're on 0 hit points. So when you have a turn, if you're not healed, you do a save versus death. If you critically succeed, you get 2 victories. If you critically fail, you get 2. And if you get to 4, whichever one you get to 4 first.
Explain that when we get there.
Yeah.
I guess this.
And Constance, you see this happen.
I am going to.
It seems to fight relatively intelligently.
Right. Okay.
It does look hurt.
Good.
Sorry, that was a crit on the bite.
Yeah. I'm going to try out this new sword. I don't have the fetch for it though.
Pardon?
It's 1d6 plus 4. No, 1d6 plus. What's your strength modifier? 1d6 plus 5.
Yeah, you come in with a short sword.
And your yeah.
Yeah.
Give me an attack, please.
Okay. Ooh. That is 11.
Is your strength plus your. So that'd be plus 5 onto that?
Yeah. 11.
So 11 in total.
11 in total.
A miss. You come in. It's not paying attention to you, but this kind of thick snake-like carapace and the scales, as you connect with it, just give way, and the new sword isn't all you want it to be.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
What does that do?
I choose a creature I can see within range, so 90 feet, and mystically mark it as my quarry. Until the spell ends, I deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever I hit it with a weapon attack.
Nice.
And I have advantage on any wisdom or a perception or survival check I make to find it.
Nice. Red.
Cool. I'm gonna jump back slightly.
Yep.
So I'm a little bit more out of range. I'm gonna, we're gonna give it a prod with the spear. We're gonna produce some more flames and chuck it at it.
Yep.
So that is a roll to hit. Do I need to roll to hit, or does it automatically
roll to
connect?
hit.
Oh, okay. 14, and then it
That'd be a hit.
does 1d. Where's my 8 gone? 8 plus 5. 6.
In total?
6 damage. Yeah.
It looks in pretty bad shape, but it is still.
Can the wolf attack as well?
You're gonna command it to attack?
Yeah. I can't remember what the...
Give me an animal handling.
Animal handling... Where's it going? 21.
Oh yeah, I'll charge in. I'll do it for the wolf. It hits. Not much damage. 22. But it hits. Wolf bounds in. Bites onto it. Tries to shake, but isn't able to take it down to the floor. And Hesia, give me a save versus death. D20?
D20, okay.
Higher is good. So Constitution save. Oh no, it's just straight D20, sorry.
15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got one success. I'll mark it on mine. That's fine. Shakul.
Okay. It's quite bloody, quite wounded.
It looks really weak. You've got it pretty surrounded now between 1, 2, and the wolf. So you'll have it flanked. So it gives you advantage on close combat or pretty much all attacks against it.
I'll try and bludgeon it again. Swing down it.
Very elegantly.
Strike a pose.
This working out is so hard.
That's 12.
I miss. Oh no, you've got advantage, so you can reroll.
Oh yeah. 13.
Miss, but only just by the skin of his teeth. As you swing in, you had the opportunity to overextend, but you might slip and look like an idiot. You choose not to, and swing wide.
Of course.
Gabriel.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. But I'm not a life giver. I'm not sure if aid would get you up though. Your spell boisters your allies with toughness and resolve. Choose up to 3 characters with rage. Each target hit point maximum and current hit point increased by 5.
Yep, that would save.
This was one of our
one of the scrolls.
One of the scrolls.
Yeah, so you're going to get it out and
unless you rip it out and then I read it.
Yeah, you read it out
and it bursts into flames. You get 5 hit points.
5. Cool.
I have to get up to. I can't do the same one, can I?
No.
You get 5. It's temporary.
It's on your maximum, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's for 8 hours.
Can hit points go below 0? Because I was technically on -1.
No, you drop to 0.
Okay, so I go up to 5, not 4.
Yeah, I dropped you from full to -1.
Yeah.
Oh, you're unlucky.
I did kind of deserve it.
You get +5 on
Is that on top of what I've got?
+5. You get +5.
You get +5s. I am a just god.
29.
+5 to everyone.
That burns 8, but you get that for 8 hours.
Nice.
I said
So
burns
if
up.
we haven't had rest within 8 hours, I'll just drop dead again.
Yeah, but if you get healed up, you can get healed up to 5 over your full amount.
That's your turn. You can move if you want.
I can do a bonus action and move, can't I?
Yeah.
I am just going to stand there.
Ooh, lovely. It's my turn. He drops your lifeless corpse to the floor. Looks around. So who's next to him? 1, 2, 3.
I'm not near him.
I've pulled back slightly.
And the wolf. 1, 2, 3, 4,
The big
5,
shiny.
6. What's your armor class?
19.
Well, aren't we all fun having armor class 19?
Got to be something I can actually do.
Launches this tendril at you as you parry another and the shield. So again, goes for your leg, tries the same technique to pull it out from you. As you feel a slight tug on your foot, look down, look up.
Kick it away.
And it's your turn.
I'm going to attack.
Yep.
If I fucking can. Sorry, are we allowed to swear on this?
I swear like a trooper.
Brilliant.
I need to get a swear jar.
Fuck yeah. 21.
That's a big hit.
Okay, so it is a 1d6 plus 5, so that's a 6.
How do you want to do this?
Plus 5, so that's 11, and I also get the Hunter's Mark bonus of that's a 6. So I want to put that.
That's 12 That's 17 points of damage.
points of damage. So what I want to do is, I want to behead it,
Yep.
and then I want to bash the head as far as possible with my shield.
Volleyball.
Yep. As it's trying to draw you in, its beak opens, expecting a lovely meal. As you pulls its leg, as it looks down to your leg, as you look down to your leg, and then look up to you, make eye contact with a little shake of the head.
No.
Poof. As it bounces off the pantry, comes flying behind you. As the sudden sound of this squawking beast quickly stops, and you find yourself once more in an empty pantry.
Is the chanting still?
Almost definitely.
Okay, good. Almost.
Oh, so they haven't heard us. Potentially.
Or if they
They're
have,
probably
they
more
haven't
focused
stopped.
on what they're doing. Yeah.
Well, Red is going to patter over to you.
Yeah, I'm
You're
gonna
sort of
heal
sat
you.
there.
She's not in any rush, but she's just like. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds. 1d8 plus my spell casting modifier, which is 3.
Yeah, what's the spells?
That's 8, 9, 10, 11.
Ooh,
11
nice.
points. Thank you
Big
very
deal.
much.
You don't know whether it's your location or the fact that you saw someone really in need, but as you invoke this heal, you're not in. When you were casting spells from the top, it felt hard to kind of draw in this power. Here, it hasn't. You've just.
That went well, didn't it?
I look at the thing's corpse.
Doesn't seem to be much of it. It camouflaged beautifully in with the stonework here.
Is its carapace particularly tough?
A little bit. If you want to kind of, give me a nature or survival.
Yeah, let's go. Well, it's either one. Well, it's just survival. Oh God, no. Can I re-roll that one?
Yeah, good.
Because it just fell on the floor. 16. That's 21.
Yeah, takes you maybe 5-10 minutes to. If anyone, you can take what's called a quick rest, which is sort of 10-15 minutes, and that will give you back what's called a hit dice. I think your hit dice are D6 or D8. I can't remember.
D6.
And it can give you back other abilities. So you have a room coming out to the south from here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can I get my hit points back as well? From
Yeah, if you want to.
We did just a short
Take
rest.
some damage.
Rest.
From last time.
Oh yeah,
10.
come back to full, beyond full. Yeah.
Oh well, we're
So
much
you
full.
get-
Hooray.
38.
Plus the 5, because that goes on.
Yeah, if you want to take a short rest, you
33
can.
plus the 5.
Yeah.
So we're back to full.
Yeah, but you get the
Plus
keep the
5
5 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm
So that
amazing.
aid lasts for
We've had a long rest in between these, so you've had a long rest.
7 hours.
Thank you.
So I'm,
So my spell slots are
I'm
left too.
buff. For now.
Oh, cool.
Sure, why not?
Sure.
I haven't used.
Yeah.
Well. Okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah, will be nice. So you've got coming north out of this room,
There's the two
a
rooms.
east and west where you haven't been, and then south out of this room really.
We want to check our backs first,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Go
I'm not
There's
going to
nothing
go
in the
first
pantry.
anymore.
No.
I've decided to step back from going first.
Was there actually a figure in the pantry?
Yeah, is that like
Yeah, a
rotten
monster
food
killed me.
or
Nope.
No,
it was just empty?
Oh no, yeah, rotten food. It's
rotten
dead.
food.
Yeah.
How
It's
rotten?
gone.
Like
Very gone, completely gone.
Like disintegrated
years,
or just like-
disintegrated? Nothing left of it.
all right. Get us back. up then.
Yeah, Red will point back to those two.
So
little
you've
corridors.
got very similar to what you saw to the north, with more crypts down here.
Okay.
So you've got one to the east and one to the west.
And they're both crypts.
They are indeed, with two above them, two in each one again.
Okay.
Oh, right.
So,
A very
anyone looking in them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go.
Which
poke
one?
around.
East?
Let's go to the east.
The first one is Gustav Durst.
And is it empty?
Most definitely empty.
Mhm. Does it look like it's been lived in?
Not
No.
overly.
So there's not been any juicy corpses in there recently. Okay, cool. Dry as a bone. She'll tap on the name.
The one underneath that is Elizabeth Durst.
And again she'll go.
And no one's in that one?
There is a coffin in there.
Crack it open.
Some grave, I reckon. Yep.
I wouldn't.
Divine sense.
Yeah. No evil. Sorry.
No evil, no fiends, no undead.
Not that you can see or be within range.
I think we should.
Does a
open it.
coffin count as total cover?
Yes.
Yeah, it probably does. Dang.
Let's not annoy a place that is allowing children's ghosts to walk around.
Yeah.
You doing anything with it?
It's happily at rest. It's happily at rest.
Let's leave it to rest.
Let's go check the other
Let's
room.
go on.
The other side, you see 2 more crypts, both open. One which says Rose of Alda, and one that says Thornbolt.
Hello, Kinnan.
Skeletons.
Empty.
Empty. Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything else in this room? Right.
Cool.
Back out.
Yep, which way do you go?
The only way to go. Down.
South?
Go back through the dining room and then head straight down and right, then left.
Well, straight down. What's straight down?
Which
Does
do
it
we go
connect
through?
through?
This one or this one?
Straight down to the dining hall.
Yeah.
You head down, it opens to a crossroads, meeting the path to the west, and then it goes south, maybe 30 foot, and east, maybe 20 foot, to a large square room, large rectangular room you can see from here.
Should we check it out?
Yeah.
As you get to the crossroads, can everyone give me an initiative check, please?
16. 10.
15.
I like these dice. Don't give them an initiative roll.
So, what was everyone's roll, please?
16.
6.
10.
16.
1.
15.
Yay! I'm not last.
So it is
I'm the tortoise.
Jackal.
6?
Wait, no, Constance.
Oh no,
Jackal.
I was 16.
I'm 6.
Oh,
I
sorry.
was the high one.
I'm
Yeah.
like low.
Hessia, Gabriel,
I'm a little bit on edge after the cafeteria.
10.
Yeah.
Ate me.
Jackal and Constance.
What is your formation? I'm guessing Constance is at the top
That's right.
for first.
Sure. Yeah. Just really slow to react.
You said we can go 3 aside here.
2 aside.
2 aside.
Yeah. As you get to the crossroads, some of the floor gives way. Sitting up, out of it, undead features. Without a roll, you recognise instantly as ghouls. If you give me an...
Who is that? Sorry.
You would. For sure. You would me. Bear with me and I'll tell you what you would know of a ghoul.
Oh, ghoul. Sorry, I thought you said jewels. Like a
Jackal, you would
I
know
am
this as
damn it,
well.
Jules.
Who is this man?
Drooling all over.
Sorry.
Ghouls.
They're pack, humanoid, undead.
How many of them are there?
4. 2 from the south, 2 from the east. And they've caught you on the crossroad.
So 2 here and 2.
Sweet.
As they react faster than you, the 2 at the front come charging in. Who's with you at the front?
I guess I'd be.
Yeah.
Shields
2
up.
beefcakes.
They'll go 2 on each. What is your armor class?
16.
Oh my word. 19, wasn't it?
Yeah. We all
1 hits you.
Oh.
Bear with me, sorry. I'll be more serious. So they come in with a barrage of attacks, claws and bites as they try and overwhelm you. Somehow, maybe through pure blind luck, more than anything else, none get through your armour. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for you. Take 12 points of damage.
Dang.
As this barrage of attacks out of nowhere, as he manages to lack some claws onto your shield and pulls it round and gets a bite onto your shield arm. There's no defense to them. They are just attack, trying to overwhelm you. Hessia, you're the first to react to the scene. Again, this wild magic within your blood pumps. You react instantly. What do you do?
Can I... Because if I'm not in the front too, can I actually attack them?
It'd be a challenge. If you roll bad, there's a chance you'll hit your own team. This is your shoulder to shoulder.
I'm going to risk it.
Yeah, what are you going for?
I'm going to firebolt.
Yeah, give me a roll to hit, please.
19.
That's a hit. Give me some damage.
Okay. The firebolt is 1d10 fire. Three.
You wait, you take your time for a second as you see this combat. You just see a flesh arm come out, just impulse. Fire erupts from your hand as you hear this howl. From behind, you hit, but it was only a small limb, unfortunately. Gabriel.
Where are we?
So there's
We're
we're
here.
here.
Yeah,
At the crossroads.
Where
And
they
there
check
are
from?
2 ghouls here
okay.
and 2 ghouls here.
Right.
We're here.
It's an awkward place to defend yourself.
Yep.
You kind of turn to face one and you risk getting...
You need to step back.
I could push forward into one of the corridors.
No, because then they're going to be behind you. If you step back, it begins 4 becomes 2.
Yep, you hear this call to step back. Do you do anything else?
I move back a bit and then I cast Hex on the one that you just set on fire.
Yep. Doesn't get saved, does it?
No, choose one ability when you cast
Oh, yeah,
spell.
what
The
saving
target
throw?
has disadvantage. I am going to go for Wisdom.
Yep, you reduce his wisdom save. And red.
So I would have heard the call to step back. Would have stepped back and pushed the wolf back as well.
Yep.
Would I feasibly be able to like put the spear like between
Roll
the
bad.
legs?
And it's, yeah.
She's only little. She can
Yeah.
put them
You
between
trip
the
him up
legs.
nice
and
for me, that'd be helpful.
Trip them up nice. Yeah, let's go. Have a go.
You can do roll
That's
ones,
hit.
it's fine.
17.
Mhm.
Oh gosh,
Good enough.
what is
There's
it?
one which has been hit and the rest are all fresh.
I'll go for the one that's been hit.
Yeah.
Might as well. That's a 6 plus 4, 10.
Jeez. Big damage.
Yeah, big
he's-
damage for a little person.
Yeah, little beast.
You get a good shot as your spear comes lancing out into the same ghoul. It quickly sort of disappears into the combat though, so you feel that satisfacting as you connect, but the creature's definitely still standing.
Mm-hmm.
Constance. It's your last. Sorry,
Yeah.
Jakul.
If I back up, they're going to get an attack on me. Or...
If you
Right,
completely flee from combat,
Well, I'm just taking a few steps back so that we're on the narrow bit, so we can. just
so
face
you can.
2 instead
One of your
4.
actions is, I think it still exists, withdraw, which means
Yeah.
you don't get an attack. Your action is basically to remove yourself from combat.
Okay. Okay, I'll do that. I'll withdraw and I'll get into a crouch position
Yep.
so that I can give better line of sight over my head.
Which way are you going? To the north?
Back towards the north where everyone else is.
Yep.
To try and bottleneck them so there's
Constance, you're on your own.
I am going to How far have you backed up?
We're sort
Well,
of
we
now
were
just
in the
in-
crossroads, so we had them
Yeah.
attacking us from the left.
So just the corridor slightly
And
behind it.
back to the dining
So we
room
just
sort
want
of
to
thing.
step back
Yeah,
to this bit,
sure.
so that they bottleneck in the.
Yeah. I get it. I would like to cast Bane.
Nice.
So up to 3 creatures of my choice that I can see within range must make charisma saving throws. Whenever a target that fails the saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, and the spell is a minute long, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
What save is it?
Charisma.
What's the difficulty?
Yours.
Is that my charisma?
This should be your spell.
Spell DC should be on one of the sheets. I think 1 saved and 2 haven't by the looks of it.
12.
Okay, yeah, 1 saved, 2 haven't.
There's 4, isn't there?
Does it get all 4?
It's 3
I
times.
do it on 3,
three.
so I'm going to do it on the 3 that haven't been engaged yet.
Okay, brilliant. Or haven't taken damage yet.
Yeah.
You're going to step back?
And I'm going to back away.
They'll
but
get an
not-
attack on you.
Okay. No, I'm going to stay where I am because I am a big target, and then
You're going to be surrounded.
how surrounded? I don't.
All
I'm
4
with
of
them.
them.
There's 4 of
How
them.
far are you guys
There's
away from
There's 2
Oh,
of them
dang,
here,
really far
one on
away.
one. There's 2 here, one on
As you
one.
kind of look over your shoulder, they've backed up.
We are now here.
That's what
Like,
I
oh.
Bye.
So you have 2 on one side and 2 on the other
Yeah.
side. So we wanted to back up so they can only go 2 abreast.
Well, yeah, you guys have gone the wrong direction. We should have pushed forward and had 2 on one side and 2 on the
That's
other.
what you say? That's
Divided
what
the
you
group.
say?
I'm gonna stay where I am because
Okay.
you guys are wrong.
It's me!
Of course it is.
Of course it is. They're going to try and overload you with attacks.
That's fine.
Remember, 3 of them have to minus.
Pardon?
What
Oh,
does
3
your
at
bane
disadvantage,
do?
isn't it?
Charisma saving throws. Whenever the target fails, this saving throw makes an attack roll or saving throw. Yeah, so you got to roll a d4, subtract it from any roll
Yeah.
that those 3 do.
D4 minus on 2 of them.
Okay.
But they're surrounding you.
What's your armor class?
19.
First one, which is Bane, gets nothing. -3. Nothing. Okay, this is where I stand a chance. The 2 which you've managed to get this Bane to work, it's predictable watching them fight. You're able, even in all of this carnage, they're basically just throwing themselves at your shield. And you're just, as long as you're keeping your shield in the right place, they're not forcing you to come and start parrying. And this one's going to have advantage. Ooh. So I've hit, this one hit you twice.
Uh-huh.
2d6. Take 5 damage as it again sinks its teeth into you. But 2d4. 1. Oh, come on. Take 4 damage as it claws you. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please. So it should be at the top somewhere, I think, in your sheet.
3rd one down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
19.
You feel the undead taint of it as it claws you in the sword arm wrist. You start to feel as your hand and your arm begins to go numb to it. It feels heavy for a second as you then kind of flex and just focus. Not today, bitch.
Is this a disease, technically?
Yeah, it would have been.
Because I've got divine health, so paladins are immune to disease.
You go back to your deep, darkest paladin training and resist being paralysed by my poor defenceless ghouls. Hezia, your turn.
I am.
You can see in the
No, he's
distance
here.
just this barrage of attacks on Constance now. You can really see her fighting style as she's just hit this deep shield pushed far out. Anything that's getting past her shield, she's parrying. 2 of them are just throwing themselves at the shield and they make almost no effort to get around it at all. But you see one of them does get into her arm twice.
I am going to spend a sorcery point to twin my attack and witch bolt 2 of them.
Ooh, which ones?
Damn. Amazing.
Whichever 2 are.
Pardon?
Whichever 2 are
Those
closest.
are probably in direct
Yeah,
line.
they'll
yeah.
all be in range. Yeah.
Yeah.
So give me a double attacks then, please, to hit.
Plus 5, so that'd be 17.
Yeah, and another one.
18.
Grumble, grumble.
Give me some damage, please.
Which one's 12, isn't it? 5.
Yeah. These are both the fresh ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I do it for each one, or is it the same for
for
both?
sure.
5 and 4.
Nice. Yeah, you managed to push yourself to expend this wild magic that flows through your blood. You plant yourself and invoke and push your blood to its limits
Not for this one.
as it sends out, and these two
I have to do
yelps of pain from the other side of the paladin can be heard. Gabriel, your turn, sir.
So they're now clear, aren't they?
They are clear.
Cool. The one that I hexed, I'm
Yep.
going to do an Eldritch Blast at.
Nice, give me a roll of hits.
13 plus 5, so 18.
Yeah, big hit.
And it's 1d10. It takes 5 points of force damage.
Yep.
And it also takes 1 point of necrotic damage.
It's enough. As it leaps up, trying to get round the shield of Constance, it presents quite an easy target as the hand comes out and you just blast it backwards. It flies 5-10 foot down the corridor, slumps, as whatever magic was holding it up dissipates.
Bonus action. You can use a bonus action on a turn. You curse a new creature. Curse the next one.
Move the hex. So there's one completely fresh and two which you've got taken a bit of damage.
The fresh one.
Okay.
Dexterity.
Dexterity. Okay. Red.
Don't think we're in spearing distance, or are they moving towards
No,
us?
they hit the paladin wall. You'd have to step in.
So, no, I'm going to produce flame.
Yep.
So, and chuck it at them. I'll chuck it at the one coming from the north, southern corridor. Sorry, not north. I can re-roll that. That was 1. And 4.
You invoke the magic. Woof. Just as you're about to fire it, your dad wolf pushes against you to try and keep you safe as it hits off the ceiling.
At least it didn't hit.
Jakul.
Right. I'm gonna dip my hand into my pouch. I'm gonna pick out some holy water, and I'm gonna whip it towards Constance.
Yep.
And I'm going to chant some magic words and make a sign to bless her and protect her from protection from evil.
Ooh, nice. So what does that do?
It gives any creatures that are evil get a disadvantage when they try and attack her.
Is there a save against that?
No.
So they got Bane, so they got minus a d4, plus 1, and I've got to hit a 19.
Yep.
And
they're at disadvantage.
Because I'm casting it on her, so it's not on them.
No,
so.
true. Constance, you feel... You probably would have had this before. The air all of a sudden doesn't seem so stale. The chanting doesn't reach your ears as much as it was. It seems dimmed, as if it's muffled, coming through something now.
Lovely.
There's 3 of them in front of you. 2 hurt a little bit, 1 fresh.
I'll go for one of the hurt ones.
Yep. Give me an attack, please, boss.
Sure. That's a 10, so not very good.
No. Right. A barrage of attacks come at you.
All disadvantaged.
Yeah. The 2 which are baned are not going to have the sense to try and flank you. They're just chucking themselves.
Sure.
What's going to be close, but not enough. Minus 4. I need a 20. So that is the claw. 2, d4, 3, 4, 5, 6.
20s ignore disadvantage then.
10. A 20 is always a hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
So that's oh no, it would be with disadvantage.
Disadvantage,
Yeah, he's not hit.
after all,
He's not hit on the bane. This is the one who ignores. so this one has got you flanked.
Yeah.
So disadvantage versus advantage, so it cancels.
Yeah, sure.
Doesn't matter. This barrage of attacks come at you. One of them looks like it's going to take Constance's head off. She hasn't seen it coming. and just at the last second, it kind of gets deflected by something, stops it coming in. Hesia.
I'm just going to keep up my witch bolt.
Yep. So you can keep one spell with concentration, but you've got 2 out at the moment.
So it would just go back to...
It would go back to 1.
One
And
of
I
them.
will let you do a arcane check, and if you do nothing else on your turn at all, just to sit there and if that's what you want to do.
Yep.
Okay, so give me an arcane check. Roll good.
19.
Yeah, that'll do.
Nice.
So give me damage, please.
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, so nasty. It's like pew pew.
10
Nice.
Jeez.
and 2.
That's the trouble of it.
Yeah.
Gabriel, your turn, sir. So there's one who is still fresh but has your hex on, one who's not looking very well at all, and one who's a bit wounded.
The hex one.
Yep, give me what are you going for?
I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast it.
Yeah. Again, the hand comes out. He's the one who's got her flanked.
That's only going to be an 11, so no.
Not enough, unfortunately. You blast out, it's close, and through more luck than anything else, it just hits the wall next to it. So it looks up to you and bears these kind of lipless black mouth, these deep sunken eyes, lets out a kind of chittery bite.
I said this will come get it.
Red.
Is it just Constance on her own at the front?
It is indeed.
I'm a massive distraction.
She's got a lot of protection on it.
That's true. Let's go. I'll ping a flame again. Give it another go. 4.
The combat is intense, so they're fighting to a different rhythm than what you are. You're not. The way they're moving isn't natural at all. You're trying to anticipate where they're going so you can send it, but the way they move is odd. Constance. Give me-
I'm going to give it another go with this sword that I'm clearly just not familiar with yet.
So there's a not very healthy one, a wounded one, and a fresh one.
Wounded one. Okay, middle ground. 2.
Miss. Their turn on you. So
New
this
sword, it's not great.
Disadvantage, nothing. Nothing. And this is the flanked one. That's a bite. That's a hit. 2d6. 5, 6, 7 points of damage, please. How healthy are you looking?
10.
Was again.
I mean, I was at 38 at the start of this battle.
They're wearing
none of us
you down.
so it's all right.
You don't see the one that gets you, but you do feel it as you look round and quickly shake this ghoul off, as you can see it's your blood on its mouth as this snake-like horrendous tongue comes out black and licks it off its lipless face. Hesia.
Did I not get magic?
Oh, sorry, Jackal. So I missed you. You were before Constance. Sorry. Jackal.
I guess I will step in and kind of give her a quick pat on the back and blast her some cure.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Give me a D8.
Which one's that? This?
Yeah.
8 plus how much? Spellcasting modifier. 4, so 12.
Wow. You feel renewed as warmth flows through your back. You feel wounds and where your arms are dripping with blood just get sewn together.
Lovely.
Hesia.
Witch bolt.
Yep. Give me another arcane as you try and focus on both. Pushing all of these distractions out of the
19.
brain.
And I really like these dice. Just saying.
Right, good.
There's hacks going here.
11.
And the other one?
2.
You're getting there by one.
You are focusing on one maybe.
I'm focused on both, but not equally.
I assume you're left-handed or right-handed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So the main one, just through pure will, you're seeing Hessia just kind of staring at it with vicious intent as its eyes kind of come up to meet her as it takes half a step forwards and it drops to a knee and then starts to hold its head as it falls over to the side, letting out a kind of squeak. The other one lets out a as again you're taking effect on it, but it's still standing. Gabriel.
The uninjured one.
Yes, he is my hero. He is the champion of ghouls. As you look at him, the others, although hideous, have all had 2 eyes. This one only has 1.
It's jacked.
I pull out my crossbow with a silver bolt in it, and
Yeah, oh, we have a silver bolt. Nice. Yeah, give me a roll to hit. Oh, sorry, mine.
It's blind.
that would be a 20.
Oh, that's a hit. Give me some damage,
Normally
please.
it's probably the original
1d8
owner of it.
plus 4.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. Like, just
That is 5 plus 4 is 9,
Nice.
and it takes 1d6 worth of necrotic as well, being an extra 4 damage.
Okay.
And it was a silver bolt as well. Yeah, I'm tired. It's magic.
Yeah. You fall back onto more basics.
Yeah.
Take it high in the shoulder as it stumbles back with how hard that's hit it, but continues its assault as soon as it can. Red.
I'm gonna move forward a little bit, poke the spear between people again.
Nice. So you've got one with a crossbow in his shoulder and one who's getting witch bolt.
Let's go for the one with the crossbow in his shoulder. 7.
Your dad will come with you as well. Give me an attack roll for him, please. As you step forward, he recklessly
9.
jumps into combat. Doesn't manage to get, but Constance, you are no longer flanked.
Cool. Thanks. Red's dad, I guess.
Jakul.
Right. I guess it's now cramped again. I can't get in there.
Well, she's like.
She's
Well, they're wolves there.
He's very
So
small.
there's-
So not
there's-
that big.
There's less chance of you hitting them. So she's behind and the wolf stepped in. So again, the wolf's not anywhere near the height, so you can go over the top.
Okay.
Again, roll bad and there's a chance of... For you to reach, probably not.
So I can't hit directly.
No.
Okay. Okay. I'll just. I'll like touch my my sacred mirror with like my fingertips and kind of mutter a few words, and I'll cast a sacred flame on the injured one.
Nice. So what do I get a save against? Doesn't matter, I failed.
Yeah, dexterity save.
Oh, with disadvantage as well, isn't it?
Yeah, give me some damage.
Yeah. No, it's 1d8.
The radiant as well.
Yeah, it's good hurt.
7.
Out of nowhere, blinding light just strikes down as you feel the push of heat against it. Where there was a ghoul, there is the singed corpse of one on the floor as your eyes slowly blink back to recover.
Is that the one I had hexed?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I will bonus action and hex the other one.
Constance, can you finish the last one?
No.
That was a really dissatisfying roll as well. It just went.
Can he... 13, 14, 15? No. No. He can't get you. Hessia, you got your witch bolt on him
Is
still.
it the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just
Just
gonna
give me a
keep
roll. He's
going
not
with that
looking
one.
fresh
Yeah.
at all.
Lost my 12. That's my 12, isn't it? Yeah. No, sorry, that's 12. 5.
Yeah, enough.
Nice.
As the sudden combat ends
I've moved to my left hand now.
as quickly as it started. As again, the sound dies down. The frantic movements, the combat of claws and bites and on against your steel. You can see various scratches on the front of your shield. You're not feeling too worse off for it though. You got a big old heal. You can see this corridor continues to travel to the south or goes to the east.
Can we still hear the chanting?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay, cool.
Which way is the chanting coming from?
West.
Yes.
West.
Oh, it's the west. Okay.
Eric is going to eat one of each
Oh,
of their
yeah,
eyes.
Eric. One
going
already
to
had one eye.
eat
Oh yeah, Eric's here.
Oh, yeah.
each one of their eyes.
Can
He has
you
fun.
try and put the eye patch on the one that only has one eye and see if it
It's
fits?
gone now.
I thought you were coming up with an amazing tactic, but
Putting
putting the eye patch on the one-eyed ghoul and therefore blinding it.
How would you have gone up to it to do that?
I would have tried. You know, I would have tried.
It's a hell of a dexterity.
Which way are we going to go?
Away from the
So we can either go.
Chanting's down here, so we want to go
We
that
can
way.
go this way.
I'd
I
say
get my silver
go
bolt back.
east.
Pardon?
I get my silver bolt back.
Yeah, it's fine.
We go
Back
east.
in the cross.
Okay, we're already walking east, so
Yeah, we've gone east.
we've already started walking.
Okay.
I like to
Again,
think
it's
that
not
like witch bolt like creates this very like static electricity. So like my hair now is like if someone just rubbed a balloon on it.
Oh.
As soon as you
Okay.
start heading east, Gabriel, you feel drawn to east. There's something's been pulling you
East
here
feels good.
as you get closer.
Okay.
You can see a large rectangular room, maybe like 30 by 50 foot going down. Probably not that long, maybe 20 by 40.
20
across and then 40 foot down.
Okay.
Skeletons hung to the walls around the room, but standing in an alcove to the far east, sort of halfway down, you see a tall, attractive man, billowing cape around him.
Have I seen this man before?
Most definitely.
She's gonna. Whoever's closest, she's be pulling and going.
His left hand rests over that of a large wolf. Something about it doesn't seem natural. Something wrong with the dimensions.
Does it smell alive?
No, definitely
Oh,
not.
it doesn't smell alive. It's dead.
In his right hand, he holds a book you've seen before. A black book. The book of your dreams.
Is this person actually there? Do you like your
So
light?
it's a statue.
It's a statue.
Yeah.
Right. Go straight towards the book. Look at it and be like, that doesn't belong to you. I just take the book off of it.
Yeah? As you reach up to take the book, can you give me a will save, please? Wisdom.
Wisdom. That'd be an 18.
Do you have any bonuses for that?
There's +2.
In your head, it starts off very loud, but you're able to mute the volume of the voice. I see you, warlock.
Is he speaking in common? Is he
It's a
speaking
language you
common?
understand.
Okay. This is my Queen's book. And next is your soul. I say that quite out very loudly. And I flick through the book.
You are always welcome at Kay's Castle Ravenloft.
Are we understanding this?
You don't hear it.
Okay.
Whose voice is it?
You've heard the voice before.
I've heard the voice before.
Yeah.
Okay. When my queen believes its time is right, I will be there. Until then, I will look after her book for her, and you don't get it anymore. Isn't that right, Eric? Eric squawks.
Just a roll to squawk.
Squawk, squawk, come on.
Come in from the south of this room, you can see an exit. But it immediately kind of heads south out, but makes its way round to the west.
To the south of the room?
Yeah,
And then it starts going that way, so it's all leading to that.
Yep.
Is there anything else in this room apart from the statue?
And skeleton.
As you
Oh,
have a
yes.
look round, the skeletons seem more kind of...
Are they like hung up on the walls
Yeah.
like sort of prisoners?
Yeah.
Okay.
Human?
Yeah.
It's alright then. Continue on.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in this room, actually?
Pardon?
Is there anything else in this room?
Give me a perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Search it.
Rise to
17.
18.
14.
Constance?
16.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you three with 16s plus. You find in the corner to the north a secret way going up.
Like all the way up?
Small staircase, one level.
The first floor then.
Anyone going up?
Sure, I'll have a little poke around.
You press a switch at the top, which you've seen as well. And it opens, and you find yourself in the corner near the fireplace of the hunter's room.
Ugh, hate that room. Going back.
As you poke your head up, you can hear the not Scottish accent. Fuck off. Hey, no.
Just gonna sort of make a noise like to get his attention.
It's not coming from this room.
I'm still downstairs.
Going back down.
No one else has gone.
Going back down.
Yep.
What was up there?
Like
We got a quick way
No,
out.
in fact, no. She points to the wolf. And
Down we
We have a
go.
potential.
Yep, which way are you going to?
guess we're going south.
South. Yep, you make your way round. It opens into a smallish square room, about 20 foot by 20 foot.
Does it connect with the other corridor that the ghouls
It
are
does
coming down?
indeed.
Hey.
We're great at maps.
This is a pretty good map.
We're winning on
How
that.
beat up are you looking?
I'm at about half health.
Right.
I'll give you a heal then, as we're going.
Can I have a short rest, maybe?
In here? Yeah, there's two large, high-backed chairs, which have aged quite well. A table in the middle.
Tasty food?
An empty clay jug and two flagons atop it, all empty. Iron candlesticks in the corners of this room. An exit to the west. And a chandelier hanging above this. This is a step above the other quarters you've seen for sure.
Was it the exit to the west, the one we came in?
No. And so you came in.
We came from...
You came in from the east hand side of this room,
That east,
and then to the west.
So there's something off.
Oh, so this is room, in your room.
Yeah.
Okay.
With
Is the
value
chanting getting
candlesticks?
Pardon?
The chanting getting loud.
Yes, but from the north of this room,
Oh no.
North.
Oh no.
towards the crossroads.
Oh, so you got to go up and then round.
So we're chanting somewhere up here.
Somewhere over there, okay.
Can I have a short rest?
Yeah,
Can I take the candlesticks?
yeah. You wanted that iron.
Never know when it might come in useful.
You can see the room to the west from here. There's only a short corridor. Looks to be a much nicer bed chamber.
Big one?
Ish, yeah.
I'm sure.
What's in there?
A large wood-framed bed, a rotted feather mattress, and the wardrobe. You can see closed, but the doors kind of angle hanging loosely off. Do you step in?
Cautiously?
Who's at the front?
I'm guessing you are.
Yes, you are.
Sounds it.
Yeah, sure.
Who's next?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Constance's still sitting down.
Yeah.
You guys go
Yeah.
ahead.
I'll go.
I'll probably go in
I'll go in the
after
middle-ish.
Hestia.
As you make your way in, you can see this might have been a nice-ish bedroom. It's got a similar styled bed to one you've seen before. As you let your eyes wander around, you see this wardrobe. You can see various things inside it, but not really make it out. More like a storage room than anything else. Inside the wardrobe, almost like walk-in style. You see, coming from the west-hand side, steps towards you out of the shadows. What maybe a decade or two ago would have been a nice red dress.
The dress steps out.
Pardon?
The dress steps out?
Inside it, rotting features, but unmistakable. Elizabeth Durst.
So she finished her meal.
What you say is what you say.
This is who we met before. And,
No, this is.
a different lady.
She's going to project the portrait of the family.
Yep. She stands maybe 5'6", greased hair with clumps missing.
I'll whisper under my breath, "Is that your mum?" to Rose.
She's found us, 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 she's found us.
Is she bad?
Run, quick, run. Don't look back, just run. Give me
I
a
will-
willpower save. Okay.
Is that?
Wisdom, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
14?
Okay. You feel the urge to flee from her, but you stand your ground.
I will trust the little ghost girl, and I will banish undead on it.
As you,
See ya.
That escalated quickly.
I trust this little thing in my head.
I'm halfway through forming into good
give
stuff.
me
I think
an
going back to
initiative.
normal.
The girl does not like it. I don't like it either.
everyone who's there, give me an initiative,
Oh, yeah.
please.
19.
Do people want? It's 9:30 now. Do people want to finish
20.
this fight or do it next time?
Happy to fight?
We can finish the fight.
20.
12.
2. 4.
Okay, so it is red.
Mm-hmm.
What did you get?
19.
Oh, crikey, alrighty.
17.
Check all.
12.
Pardon?
12.
12. Okay.
But I was casting the banish.
Yeah, so you get that off in there. What would be a surprise round? You
Okay.
and then we'll start the round again. Everyone else is shocked, so no one else can react while you're doing that. Because I don't think anyone saw that coming.
They're all sad. It's evil. I get rid of it.
Cool. What did you get, Hesia?
4.
And what was that over there? Okay, so how does Banish Undead work?
Not 100% sure. Sorry.
That's okay.
Not got a card for that one.
Nope. It's a domain thing. It's the turn undead.
Turn Undead, sorry.
Yeah. It doesn't actually say. You channel divine energy directly from your deity. Use that energy to feel your magic effects. I can do it once.
I've not used the new cleric, sorry.
Sorry. No, that's not good. I thought it would actually say on the cleric, but
Let me have a look. I must
turn
have it.
undead.
I've got D&D Beyond here.
The Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
Turn that see child of play.
Let's all mumble as much as possible.
Like that, shouldn't know why.
I need to do a mumble roll.
Roll for mumble.
16, not bad.
9.
Yours was more understandable.
Channel Divinity, isn't it? Oh, yours is the beauty one.
Yeah, but I can choose whether to use the beauty or turn undead.
Oh, okay.
I can use my domain or the standard.
Why just beauty turn undead?
Actually, you present your holy
It's
symbol
undead
and speak a prayer,
makeover
blah,
until
blah.
they feel better.
Well, they're just
My
so
domain!
shocked by your beauty, they just
Each undead that can see and hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it's turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
So basically, towers.
Yeah. Okay, this is annoying. Yeah, you try and turn her.
Mhm.
As you invoke it, you realise something. She's not dead.
Oh.
But from the side of the room that you've not heard, you hear a noise. As a man, you can see lacerations around his neck. He's stepping out to step in the way as you bring your holy symbol up, as it flashes bright for a second, and he does turn away and pushes into the corner to get out of sight from you.
She doesn't react at all.
She doesn't react at all. She continues to stare you down and laughs.
Broken into like
manically.
coffin.
Do I reckon? What is the guy?
Broken into the coffin.
Is he
Not often I say that.
recognizable?
That's not often we say that. Should have gone in that coffin.
From what you know, you would assume he is.
Would I recognise him?
You wouldn't think
So I saw him hanging in the bedroom.
You saw him hanging in a bedroom.
Yeah. I wasn't a liar. This house making me look like a liar.
Hessia, you are the fastest. Oh no, sorry, Red. Red, sorry.
What for?
Red.
How close are the two of them to each other?
About 10 foot away now.
Cool. I'm going to cast Entangle.
In the room.
Yeah.
We're all
Things can come. No, because it
What's the save?
in a 20-foot square starting point. So if
Yeah.
I can cast it that way,
Yeah.
things will come up from the floor. Sorry, what was the?
It's not a save versus, it's a strength check to get out
So
of it, isn't
strength check, strength saving throw. Oh, sorry. A creature in the area when you cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On success, it frees
You
itself.
see these small vines spin out in between the flooring, ripping out. The bed itself almost seems to come out of that from the nature that has reclaimed it, as they all get stuck fast to the floor. Gabriel, nice.
I bonus action.
Yep.
I will hex her. So
Yep.
I basically say an abyssal, your soul was meant for my queen long ago. And then I flick through the book and it flicks by itself. And I then use chill touch. All of a sudden, a ghostly skeletal hand appears behind her.
Is it? Have you got to touch her? Or-
No, it's within a range of 120 feet.
Nice. Okay, so is it a roll to hit?
It is. On a hit, the attack does 1d8 necrotic, and it can't regain any hit points until the start of my next turn.
Nice, that is nice.
Until then, the hand clings to the target. So I basically made a skeletal hand that's going to try and grab around the throat.
Yep, give me a roll to hit, please.
And then it's plus 5. 17 plus 5.
Jeez, what? Yeah, give me some damage.
It's
Nice.
hexed as well, so it does. If you
Can't you just leave Elizabeth alone?
is she undead? She isn't
No,
undead.
she's
not undead.
The other thing is
She's just really manky.
Yeah, she's been 11 life
much.
too long. That will be an 8 plus 5, so that is
13.
13 points of necrotic damage, and she can't heal.
Do you get anything from critting with the 8?
No, sadly I don't.
Well, this isn't going the way I wanted.
And she has disadvantage on attack rolls against me as well. Oh no, she doesn't, because she's not undead.
Okay, so
So she's just been wrapped around the legs and throttled by skeletal
she
hands.
can't move as she looks down and tries to move out in pure annoyance. How dare you come here and do this to her? As spectrally spawns this undead hand and just reaches as you feel the cold air as she lets out a gasp. Doesn't stop her though, doesn't drop her.
No.
As she points a hand towards you.
So,
Feel you can come here. Fine Finally, a sacrifice worthy of Strahd. Give me a save wisdom, please, as you hear a chant in this almost theatrical way. Anyone with arcane knowledge?
Oh, that would be a 10.
12.
Oh, that'd be 11.
Is that your arcane knowledge, or was that your?
That was my
Wisdom.
arcane knowledge.
Arcane knowledge.
Not mine.
Oh no, it would be a 10.
14.
Unless I get bonuses from having the book now, but I haven't written that down. Then it was a wisdom save, yeah?
Yep. What did you get on arcane?
14.
Okay. With 14, she's added a lot of flowery language that she does not need to add to these spells.
Keep it
They're
simple.
over dramatic wrist struts. As you see, turning round now with complete madness in his eyes, a crown adorns his head. With 14, you would know that she's cast Crown of Madness on him.
Wow. Okay, do I know what that does?
Oh,
Okay, so...
that 11 was an arcane check. I just rolled my wisdom, it was an 18.
Oh, fuck off. No, you told me 11.
Sorry.
God damn. So the arcane
Well,
check...
I'll take it as the... If you want the first one to be the save.
No, it's okay.
I mean, it sounds cool.
It does sound cool.
Okay, you've got a Crown of Madness.
That's fine. Does that cause any damage to me?
No, 0 damage to you.
Red's gonna do a little thought wave of...
Mr. Durst is going to try and break free, and he unfortunately doesn't.
Oh, I didn't do a disadvantage on her. She has disadvantage on dexterity.
Oh yeah,
I'm
she's
being
not
hexed.
breaking out. She's not even trying. Jakul, your turn, sir.
There's a tangled web in front of me now.
There is indeed.
Can we go across it? Or we
You'll have to make strength. At the end of your turn, I believe, if you end a turn in there.
oh god, that's the wrong one.
So you can kind of charge in and get next to them.
If you end turn, yeah.
Yeah, so running in is fine. Ending a turn in there, not so much.
Sorry, until the spell ends, so it only lasts for a minute, so we're probably like
Yeah.
getting toward the end of the spell
Each
duration.
round is 6 seconds.
Okay, okay, so we've got a little while.
10 rounds.
I'll sacred point her then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
She's got
tap on
disadvantage
my
to dexterity.
yeah, it's a
Pardon?
dexterity save she needs to make. Tap on my sacred mirror.
And that's disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get her.
Okay, so it's 1d8.
Oh, she is going to go down pretty quick.
1. But it's sacred. It's
It's a fun, but it's a secret one.
You push her concentration, but you feel that she manages to keep the crown up. Hessia.
I am going to firebolt, but with Tides of Chaos to get the advantage.
Okay.
Mostly because I just want to play with the wild magic table. Not gonna lie. I mean, that would do it. Oh, 18 or 19, so I guess I got her.
Yeah, you do. Give me some damage, please.
Firebolt is 1d10
That's
fire.
the 17s, 18s, and 19s.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, that one. Initiative.
No.
5 damage.
Jeez. She keeps the spell up, but she's getting battered around. She
Do
doesn't
you need
look...
me to see?
Not yet.
Okay.
Constance.
I'm going to throw a javelin at her.
Okay, you draw back.
It's a 2. I'm going to blame this dice.
Okay.
Try mine. Mine's
That's about
great.
it. That's the fifth.
As it comes flying out, this immobile woman stood there laughing a little bit. Somehow you manage to put this thing wide
Yeah.
as the javelin into the bedpost. Waddles for a bit. Red.
Question: is it them that the chanting was coming from, or can we still hear more?
You
chanting?
can still hear chanting coming from the north.
Okay, there's still more of them. Okay, so I'm going to save that. Let's do another produce flame. So chuck a firebolt, not firebolt, fire thing at her.
Yep.
Might as well, being as we're going for her. 6.
Not a hit.
Yeah.
It strikes, but kind of dissipates around her as if she has some kind of magical protection. Gabriel,
What do you want me to do?
who would you like to attack? The choice is yours. Anyone apart from yourself or her. But you've got to attack somebody.
What about him?
Nope. He unfortunately is not next to you.
Okay.
So
Is it a melee?
yeah. Anything? No. Who would you like? Anything you like. Who would you like to attack, sir? I will let you roleplay your madness.
Okay.
Sorry. Leave it. That'll be fine.
Oh my god, it's
I reckon I'd go for the numpty cleric.
numpty cleric.
I think I would. Oh no!
What?
Actually, I'd probably use if I think these are all enemies. I'd use arms. Oh god!
You'd use what?
Arms of Hader.
Let me just see.
You invoke
Does
the
he think
power
they're
of
enemies, or
Hader.
he just like randomly attacks people?
No, it's a melee attack. Sorry.
Oh,
It's a
melee attack. So who's,
Right.
right. So
Touch one of us.
it would actually just be a dagger thrust. So
Okay.
who's in front of me?
I think
You went in first.
Jackal probably is towards
Yeah,
the
I'm
front.
just going to
Stab him in the back.
shank him in the back. Sorry, bro. That's a 18 plus 4, so that's a 22.
Okay, that does hit me. Yes.
That's a 1d4. That's 4 plus 4. That's 8 points of damage.
I can't do any damage with my monsters. I shall get you to do damage to recover. You can make another save versus her spell now.
Okay.
So wisdom.
16 plus 2.
Yeah, you managed to break it.
8 points of damage.
18.
Yeah.
You can
16.
move. Oh no, that's the end of your turn.
It's
Sorry.
the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Nice.
So is my dagger just
Stab me in the back.
on the book, just like I know what she's done. As I slowly. Sorry.
Are you apologising to your god or to
I'm apologising to everyone.
Still not as bad as
Alright.
Okay. You hear her casting another spell in this over elaborate way as she points her hand out to you. Give me an arcane. Anyone wants to try and guess what it is?
12.
Cool. Yeah,
No.
I think you should go for it.
12.
Confused.
No, I didn't work it out. I can
confused.
tell you that.
I've got a 7.
Yep. It goes deadly silent where you are. Deadly silent. There's no sound coming in, no sound going out.
Are we making noise as well?
No, none of you can talk, none of you can make noise.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I mean,
You see this larger ghoul, or whatever he is, trying to break free of this root. Unfortunately, still cannot. Jackal, your turn, sir. What do you do? So any spells that have verbal, you cannot do.
Okay. Jeez. Okay.
Spell.
The entangle's still up, yeah?
It is indeed.
It will
You
be
can run
until
into it, but
start
if you
next
finish your
round.
turn there, that's when you get entangled.
I'm going to Dragon Breath them then.
Nice.
Yo.
Can we roll to hit? Or is it just a save she gets?
It's a 15-foot cone constitution save.
Nope.
2d6 of cold damage.
Give me 2d6.
5 damage to both of them.
Nice. She don't look well. She does not look well at all. As this frost bursts out, it's a surprise for all of you, with no sound to come with it. As just you feel the frost pushing against you, and it's, as you look over to see this beautiful cleric that has just.
I'm kind of whistling it a bit, kind of making it
Aw.
Calm down, Elsa.
I'm going to
So any
Mind Spike because it's the only one I've got that's not
Okay.
verbal.
what does it do?
Choose someone, must need to pass a wisdom saving throw or else it's a lot of psychic damage.
As you take a run. No, 2. Give me some damage.
3d8.
Jesus!
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sorry, it sounded like you said 3d8.
I did say 3d8. Huh.
Oh dear.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Tasty.
Also, because you failed the save, you basically can't hide from me now. I know exactly where you are. We're mentally connected now.
You look up and see Hessia, one hand on her head, robes kind of flutter. Give me a D100.
Oh, do you get to choose when to...
At any point, he can make. Oh, because I used, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I've got the right dice, yeah.
But it's thematically most appropriate, I guess.
75, which is.
Brilliant. It's so good.
I glow with bright
No.
light. Oh.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
Very good.
I've just seen the rest of it, so yeah.
As she puts her hand to the head, and it almost looks like she's going to cast something seriously for a second, as the dust wind spins round her as a small tornado, as she puts a little flourish to it and then a bigger flourish, and then as she spins round, you see her eyes completely white, blindingly white, as it's coming out, as she now, big grin across her face as the tail spins round, comes back and points. As you see this, Elizabeth Durst scream out, but there's no noise reaching you, as she just hands up into the air, holding her head. You can see blood dripping down out of her ears, out of her nose, out of her eyes, as she starts to claw at her own face, trying to stop this pain, and just stood there watching it with no sound reaching you at all. And then as you try and look, you see Hessia now burningly white bright. Close your eyes for a second as this figure, almost angelic, is kind of burned into your retinas as you're looking round, as it gets brighter and brighter than you could possibly imagine, and none of you can see anything. So none of you can see, none of you can hear.
So we're all at disadvantage? I guess?
But a moment passes.
Right.
Your vision still burnt out, but your hearing comes back. Constance, what do you do?
You are blind.
I'm going to step forward to take as much space up as possible in front of everybody else and hold up my shield. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Did I feel my hex drop?
Yes.
Okay. Good news is my hex has dropped, so that means she's dropped. I pull out my crossbow.
We can hear it
And
again.
just wait for the sound of.
Yep, you can hear the sound.
Is he making noise? The
Yeah.
guy that the.
Is he still...
Is he still cowering?
Don't know.
Everyone duck.
Am I blind?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone duck.
Have fun.
Hit the deck.
Yeah.
I aim for the noise and fire.
Give me a D20. Give me a D20. You can still claim Crown Brothers. It was the madness.
I didn't know you were doing it.
Give me a D20.
Don't fuck it up.
7 plus 4. So
Yeah, give me some damage.
Huh?
Give me some damage.
Okay. So I was a 12. 1d8. So 6 points of damage.
Constance?
In the back.
In the back.
You've hit both random people in the back.
Red, your vision is the first to return, so it starts coming back to normal. As you take a second, you hear this cry of pain in front of you. You look round. You can see Mr. Durst lunging forwards. What do you do?
Spit.
Yeah? Give me a roll to hit, please.
14.
Yeah, solid hit.
Sorry?
It'll be 14 plus
Oh, my dick.
2
Two,
plus 2.
so-
So
Oh, God. So, yeah, 18.
Yeah, big hit.
1d6 plus 4. 5.
You catch him. As you strike out, though, you're expecting him to be ploughing into you, but he's not. That's not the way the momentum's going. It's not towards you. It's not. He's not trying to force his way through the door. He's pushing his weight to go deeper into the room.
Weird.
Gabriel.
Yep.
What
Might
do you
still
do?
blind.
Pardon?
Hang on, I just had my go. I shot.
Oh, yeah, sorry, you did shoot.
Who's after me?
Yeah, I got you in the wrong order. Sorry, I keep doing it. I've got two lists next to each other. Although I've circled this one in red once, so it's apparently not enough.
Why don't you get rid of the other list?
You see Mr. Durst, or the Ghast, or whatever it was that was him. Blinding speed. Considerably quicker, stronger, more powerful than the other ghasts or ghouls or whatever they were. But not at you. The corpse still breathing. You can see the chest going up and down of Elizabeth, but not for long. As he pounces on her and just starts raining blows down into her face. He lets out a guttural scream, undead from beyond the grave, of pure rage, pure hatred directed directly at her. What do you do?
Can we see yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't see.
Jackal.
I didn't say that. My back still hurts.
Badness.
Oh, jeez.
I'm fine.
Wasn't me, girl. Honest.
Is your dagger still in my back? Or
No.
you take it back?
Got put away. Put up a quest back.
As he does seem to be raining blows down on her, he seems to be get weaker in the process of doing it.
I'll just stand and... Well, I'll ask Rose. Who's that?
Does he have a brain to poke?
Is he speaking?
He's undead.
So not really. It's going to be all...
Yeah, nothing you can get through to.
Yeah, right.
How's Rose reacting in my head? So we
She's-
just killed...
Properly terrified right now.
Okay.
Father? Mr. Durst?
I will turn away so she can't see.
Yes. Yeah.
Watching.
Constance.
It's interesting. Can I do an investigation check?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that we have been assuming that he was the one sort of in charge, but this maybe shows that the sort of... Because he sired a child with the maid,
He did indeed.
and the baby was dead, or was it
Presumed dead.
presumed dead.
It was dust.
We didn't
when
hear,
Red picked it up.
there was nothing about the first wife being dead by that point. I think we just assumed that that was the case. But here she is,
Here she is.
still alive.
All these years.
Yeah, so was she like locked down here, or was this all her doing? To what
There's not
extent?
really a role for that.
There's not really a role for that. That's just my. Can I roll just for my own sanity?
Yeah, of course you can.
1. I was wrong.
I use Mask of Many Faces.
Yeah.
And turn myself into the maid.
Oh.
You really want him slobbering over you?
Give me a roll to see how good it is. There is a special feat to make it so you're really good at copying other people.
VA 18 with persuasion of +5.
Yeah. You think you've got a good likeness?
I guess undead speak in Abyssal, don't they?
She spoke in common.
No. My love?
You do your best impression of her voice.
Because I've heard it.
Yeah.
The ghost.
Yeah. It's still an impression. What did you get on your roll? 19?
18.
18. You're pretty good. No, I'm not going to roll. It's more fun to roleplay it. He the body kind of continues over her, and he stops for a second, and then the head kind of just turns at an unnatural angle. The body doesn't follow suit as he kind of looks to you, and these eyes fix on you.
Where is Walter? Is it Walter the kid's name?
Yeah.
Come, take us to our son.
Stops for a second. He seems to be growing weaker by the moment.
Tell me quickly so you can rest.
As he starts to bring a hand up. Doesn't get too far as it's pointing directly down. And although he's got this kind of lipless, you can see there's still where the rope around his neck was. His eyes alone seem to finish in a smile as his head just cleanly falls off and his arm falls off as he starts to turn to dust in front of you. As he then collapses, the last thing is his hand pointing down.
As in down?
Down.
Okay, we need to find this. I'd get a turn back to what I was kind of looking like, but I'm a little smaller. And my beard is a little bit longer. And my eyes are a deep purple.
And that
Damn.
is where we will leave it.
Oh.
No one died!
Almost.
Very near.
I didn't make her tough enough, you bastards.
I'm just going to use Time to Chaos forever because it's a lot more
It
fun
is
when
great.
the Wild Magic table comes out.
It's so good.
That was the reason I picked the Wild Magic.
The pull everything towards you was funny, but the blinding light.
Wow, we were all dead.